Hey everybody, and welcome this week to Sigma Theory. Sigma Theory is a futuristic Cold War strategy game where a new technology has been developed called the Sigma Theory, or maybe a new scientific process, which its use is to progress humanity's technological prowess by leaps and bounds. And what do we have to do? Well, we have to harness this power for the country of our choice. Now, I'm going to be playing through the story mode of this game, which means that country of choice is the United States, as that's the only country that we can pick. And I'm going to be playing through the game in two playthroughs, one kind of good, one kind of evil, and I'm going to be getting all three endings. So for our sake, I'll be calling our character Dr. Dirk, and we can progress, and then we can pick any kind of nationality or gender or person that we want. I'm just going to pick this lady from France. As you unlock more characters, you can actually unlock more spouses. It's kind of cool in that regard. So as we open up here, we're welcomed into our new role as a director of the Sigma Theory. This is Susan Harris. She's our intermediary between us and our employer, which is the United States of America. As a specialist in both field operations and delicate diplomatic negotiations, we are the head of counter-espionage, but we have a more important mission also. We are to develop the Sigma Theory, a scientific method capable of producing rapid advances with the potential to throw the world into chaos. And this is like the ability to raise the dead, or like to clone people, or to make like real AI and stuff like that. So the country that controls Sigma will control the world. Our mission: discover Sigma technologies with the best scientists at our side. So as we start here in America, we'll get to scientists. This is we'll talk about that actually whenever we get into the actual game and can play it proper. So we get two scientists, two drones. One is surveillance, one's a combat drone. And we also get four tactical operatives, which we're getting ready to employ here and now. So let's go over selecting your operatives. Now, we don't have a big selection right here, right now, just yet. So every character that has a red exclamation mark, you have to do a dialogue to recruit them, and that makes sense on repeat playthroughs, because if you play this through again, you don't have to go through their dialogue again. The game, of course, assumes that you already know it. So my first employee, well, actually, let's talk about this real quick too. So you may notice that like these characters they don't really have any special tags besides beside their country icons, but Maestro does. He is what's called an elite agent. So he is better than the average field agent, but we can only employ one elite agent. So for example, we could employ everybody in the top row if they would work for us, that is, but I could not have, say, Maestro and Shiva on the same team, because I can, once again, only employ one elite member. I'm debating on my team here now. I think I'm going to go for Liberty. She's a good agent. Now, so how do you decide which dialogue option lets you recruit these people? So she says, "Why would I risk my own skin?" Then you have to read this little paragraph over here. I usually skip nearish kind of to the end. This exceptional soldier, embittered by her chain of command, imprisoned by her gender, now contents herself with being the most feared instructor in the world's greatest army. So we can say we're going to win a war on the networks. That's really tailored towards more of a hacker. The secrets of Sigma could allow you to conquer this country. Ooh, maybe that. Or maybe a special unit. Let me take a look. She got top marks but was unable to join the unit. Oh, hey, she wasn't able to join a unit. We've got a special unit. That's probably exactly what she wants. Congratulations, you just recruited the best agent there is. I wouldn't say that, but she's a damn good agent. I also want catch. I'm kind of in my mind building a team here. So I like agents that can operate in the field. I like agents that can operate in the field and also act as counter-espionage, which is what this black belt kind of helps with. And I'll show you why that is whenever we actually get into the game and control things proper. So he says, "Why would I work for you?" He is a gentle giant, a fervent Catholic, and an animal lover. But he's also a pacifist. So let's see, I'm looking for an incorruptible spy to help make the world better. We don't kill innocents, or I need your muscle to make it a bad world better. This is actually kind of hard. I don't think he cares about innocence necessarily, other than the fact he's a pacifist. I think I'm going to go... Oh, because he's weak-willed. He probably don't like that either. I think I'm going to say there are many bad things in the world, and I need your muscle to make it better. We might not recruit him off this. Nope, we sure did. Now, we might as well pick a exceptionally proficient an elite agent to recruit as well. I want to see, this guy doesn't have, but he's a good exfiltration expert. I want a hacker next. This guy's a hacker. Having a hacker on your team is really, really, really helpful. And if you can get a really powerful one, damn. I don't think we're going to go, we could do, our primary options seem to be Gamera, not this character, or Slavic. And I think I'm going to go with, damn it. Okay, so lower effectiveness, but quicker speed. You know what? I'm going to go with Gamera, even though he has less stats than Slavic. He has a little bit less troublesome traits. So anyway, give me a reason why I'll work with you. Let's see. Black Hat hacker for hire. He's suspected of numerous acts of noted cyber terrorism. Something... I don't know. It's time to defend your beliefs. I really don't think that he cares. You want to know what the future war looks like? Robot drones. If you can imagine it, I've already gotten it. I think this is probably it. He probably cares for like, like technological elegance. So we're getting kind of near to the end here, and I still haven't recruited a very like an elite character, so we might as well. This looks like a really good character, if I'm being honest here. This is another good field agent similar to Liberty, maybe even better. He's elite, firearms expert. He's got a seducer, so he can seduce scientists, which we'll talk about shortly. He's good at driving a vehicle during exfiltrations, and he is, let's see, handling double agents is this operative specialty. So if he gets any double agents, they'll be even better for us. Now, it's going to probably be kind of hard to recruit this guy, so let's take a look here. He has experience in the Afghani and Iraqi theaters, but it is in the corridors of the embassy that he excels. For you to spend the rest of your life on the front lines waiting to get shot would be a profound waste of talent. Let's see. He followed the career path of the ideal British spy. He accepted an officer's commission. Okay, I'm looking for the strategy, for a strategy to make better use of their talents, or something a little more important than video game competitions. I don't think he cares about games. I need your insights and skills to make the world a better place. I don't think he cares about that, but he might care about being on the front lines. Let's go with this one. We'll see if he'll take that. We're going to make a great team, you and I. So, cool. On subsequent playthroughs, I'll never have to go through the dialogue selection for those characters. And this is a very interesting team to open up with. So, this is our main screen. We'll see this for most of the Let's Play. So where to start? I guess we could start up here at the top. So at the very top, you can see how happy our country is with us. If that hits 0, we lose. Similarly, if this is the doomsday clock, as that ticks forward to midnight, we're minus 15 minutes from midnight. If it hits midnight, we lose the game. This is our Sigma counter. Once this hits 15 points, then we can start advancements towards the super Sigma technology, which will allow us to, for as best a word that we can put it, create God. Okay, so we get those points if you look by discovering, being the first one to discover a technology is 3 points. Technology discovered, but if we give it to a political lobby, which will make sense shortly, we get 2 points. Or if we create a technology that a country already has, we get 1 point. Now, let's look at the technologies that we can create here real quick. So we've got 5 different trees, and they're broken down into neurosciences, health, robotics, finance, in astrophysics. Now we've got 2 scientists. Andrew Blackwell, he's good at neurosciences, so the game automatically slots him into neurosciences. We got Mildred Geller, who's automatically good at robotics, so she'll work on robotics. And the technology we can read about because we get bonuses once we get it, and especially if we're the first one to discover it. By replacing tendons and skeletal muscles with smart nanofibers, we can create soldiers with extraordinary reflexes and superhuman speed. That would be nice. And then also immediate and substantial increase in the intellectual power of an individual. So we can make somebody stronger and we can make them smarter if we discover these technologies. Alright, so continuing on from there, what do we want to look at next? Let's start with... Wow, there's a lot of UI elements. I really wasn't... You can see here in the bottom left who's got the most technology points and where they rank at. In the bottom right, we've got an agenda. That's only important if, say, I want to contact a leader. We'll do those eventually, I'm sure. So let's talk about strategy here and things that we can do. So I made a big effort to get a hacker, right? And this is kind of where we're going to start with things. So I'm going to have him hack somewhere. Now, since he is in the United States, his hardware is at 3, but his discretion is at 0. This means that he's very likely to succeed, but whether or not he succeeds, the country is more than likely going to know who did it, also known as America. So we can make an enemy out of these people very quickly if we're not careful. So if I select a country, we can also compare our hardware versus their security. Different countries will have different stats. Like you can see, there's probably not many, since we all just started the game, there's probably not many that we're better than just yet. But everybody seems to be on neutral territory right this second. So I can do a lot of stuff. I can steal Sigma data, but since we just started the game, they're not going to have much of it. I can lower the alert level, which is something to consider doing. Install ransomware is always helpful in negotiations because it shuts down some of their bureaucratic things which they need to negotiate, like to get the ransomware off their computers. We can delete an arrest warrant if we have an agent that has an arrest warrant in that country, and we can also locate scientists. So locate scientists is what I'm going to do, because a hacker can do in 2 turns what a agent has to take 7 or 8 turns to do. So speaking of agents, obviously if we kept all our agents here in the United States back at home, they wouldn't be able to do much now, would they? Okay, so as we travel to different countries, depending on how quickly we want to travel there, we might lose items. So this character has like a really nice gun here, right? But if we fast travel there in one day, they have to leave the gun behind. But I'm not going to do that. We're going to slowly infiltrate there. I'm also going to slowly infiltrate there with basically my 2 best field agents, and I'm going to have our other field agent go over to France. I want him to kind of check that place out. And our drones, I'm going to hold on to. I don't usually send those to other countries because they don't like our drones in their airspace. And as for the time being, I'm going to progress because there's a lot of different kind of elements that go into this. So it looks like Russia was lucky enough to make the most headway there. So how this game works, you're in a much better position than your enemies. You have 4 agents, and to my knowledge, every other country only has 1. And if they make a move on you and you capture their agent, then they lose the agent. It's kind of like, if you lose 1 agent, you still got 3. If they lose an agent, they're kind of neutered for a little bit. So it looks like this guy made it there pretty quickly, and reason being is because he's a pacifist and he only has a knife. So I'm going to show you just kind of how slowly they work. You know what, let's recon here first. Reconning in a country is always good. It gives you a better success chance for any operations that you pull there. So all of a sudden we made it to the top. Reason being, I think, is because it rolls a number between 1 and 3 for your scientific progression every turn. Okay, so they cracked the British security systems, and they know where both of their scientists in this country are, which is, this guy figured out where their scientists are before I even sent operatives there, so he is pretty talented in that regard. Now I'm also going to lower the alert level. Now the alert level in every country, you can see, is at about 50%, and this is their ability to respond to things that our agents do in their country. So let's say I have an agent go do an operation in the United Kingdom, right? And they have a super high alert status. Now, they're going to be able to deploy SWAT teams. They're going to be able to deploy tons and tons of police officers. But if it's very low, then they might deploy a police officer. They can't really combat against us if they don't have a great alert level. So this is our spouse, and I said that there's kind of like 2 primary different endings. I'm going to try the best ending in this playthrough. We'll see. You just kind of do all the stuff that blows smoke up the ass of your partner if you want to get the good ending. And to get that, you need the doomsday clock higher than 15 minutes, meaning that like it's minus like, I don't know, 16 or more, like a negative 16 or more. And then if you want the bad ending, it needs to be lower than that. And you also have to have a good relationship with your spouse. So anyway, this is ahead of one of the influential groups that can help us or hurt us. It's Nikola Miskovic. He's the head of the Council of States, basically the United Nations. And he's just saying that, like, if you give us technology whenever you discover it, we can give you bonuses and we'll reward you for helping us. All right, so now that we're here, before I get to Like, I look at whether or not I want to steal or seduce or bribe or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and just have this character recon a little bit. That way we have a higher chance of succeeding in our operations. And I guess we can go ahead and read about these guys. So, this scientist enjoys discussing their home country. I don't know that that has anything to do with us. This guy is wary of women, and he is incorruptible, so we can't bribe him. If we go to bribe him, he won't care for it. But what we can do is we do have a bonus in Seducer, so few scientists can resist this agent's charms. So in terms of like trying to convert them to our side, we can try to seduce them. And this will use whichever value between strength or intelligence is higher, and we also get a bonus because our agent is a seducer. So Maestro is going to try and do that over the next 2 days. I have this guy lowering the alert level, and I have these two scouting out. So we'll get another turn or two where I think we can't pretty much do anything. I think the hacker will actually pop off, yeah. So he's reduced the alert level by 30% in the UK. It'll make it even easier for us to operate there. And I'm also going to go ahead and have him hack it again and drop the alert level even lower. Alright, so we've got Catch here, and I had him do recon. So now let's have him, you know what it would be worth doing? What's his strength level? 8. Okay, I'm going to have him investigate the head of France here, this lady Anna Casanave, so that we can figure out her traits and stuff. Now that will help us in negotiations, because if we've got like a blowhard, then obviously we want to say like, oh, you're the best. And if we want to scare him, we want to say like, oh, we're way tougher than you. So our little assistant here says that they have a problem. Professor Blackwell explained the situation. So that's this character again, the psychologist, whatever, the brain doctor. One of my assistants disappeared yesterday. So he had an assistant who disappeared, and we're like, do you think it's a kidnapping? And they're like, nope, he's actually, that was a fake identity, and he was a spy. So we had a spy in our midst. Now this is part of the story mode. You probably won't normally get this in a like a classic game mode or the skirmish game mode. And this is what the spy looks like. So as we travel the country now, we're on the lookout for codename Daedalus. That's his name. Anyway, they're out there somewhere in a Sigma lab. So when we find them, we want to capture them, bring them back to America, and capture them, bring them back to America, and like ask them what they're doing. So we used this character to investigate the French leader, and it turns out they're paranoid, which I'm not sure why is very dim on my screen, but paranoid basically means that, like, you know, we can talk to them like we're paranoid and they'll agree with us, and Craven, this diplomat, might agree with your demands if you threaten them with something concrete. And then they're compromising files. Apparently they're an adulterer, and we have proof of that, so that will actually help a lot in negotiations. So as for, I also have a new agent unlocked, but it seems to be glitched in the top right, so I don't know why that is. That'll go away next turn. So he said that trying to seduce this guy probably won't work, but I'm going to try to seduce yet again, and because this lady is still doing her scouting. And as for Catch, I don't really want him to do anything else. He's done really good. He's already got us dirt on that lady, and he's already scouted. So I think I'm just going to have him just hop right over to Germany next. Everybody seems to be good in what they're doing. Alright, so Russia passed us. They might have stolen a scientist or gotten lucky on rolls. We reduced the alertness in the UK all the way down to 0%, and it's been fully reconned. And Russia is undergoing a military operation in Venezuela. They're asking for our drones. So here's one of the things we can use a drone for. We can send our drones down to here. You know what I'm actually going to do? Give me just 1 second. I'm going to reset because I'm going to reset my game because I don't like that the pop-ups aren't showing up to show you what we're doing, so give me just a second. Alright, there we go, I fixed it. So now I gotta think about what I want this character to hack, and I think it's pretty clear. I'm just gonna have him hack France and lower the alert level. I also think, judging by, because I don't know every little thing about this game, their security must be related to their alertness level, so by lowering their alertness level, we lower their cybersecurity. Alright, I think I kind of want to go into negotiations with the United Kingdom because we have dirt on them, but best not to kind of blow our load too early, so to say. Okay, so he is trying to seduce Professor Starkey. I'm gonna capture Professor Penrose. Let's see, chauvinistic, misogynistic, okay, and loyal. So she's super loyal to her employer. She would be hard to convince anyway, so we'll just go ahead and abduct her instead. So not this turn, but the next turn we get to do an exfiltration operation, which is actually pretty fun. Yes, now we're in Germany, so I'm going to have him do the same things, recon, get info on the leader, and move on. We can look at our Sigma research to see how things are coming along. The first tier here will take 6 to 17 turns depending on our rolls. This will take 6 to 17 depending on our rolls. So our technology is coming along fine. If we're the first person to research something, we get a big bonus. So it's important to me that, we try our best. All right, so our relations with the Council of States increased by 10% for whatever reason. And we now have a double agent in Nye Starkey. But what I'm going to do... let's see what the scientist needs. I haven't made any progress with my research. I need a vacation to think of new ideas, just 1 or 2 days. Okay, if you want 1 or 2 days off, I can give that to you. Normally that's way longer, and it's a way more penalizing. Actually, we can look at them in the scientist screen. Looks like they're going to take 3 days off, so... Now, where was I in this? I want to exfiltrate this guy, and I also want to go ahead and steal away Professor Penrose. So we confirm that we want to exfiltrate because it takes 1 turn to set up the exfiltration, and then we just, confirm or deny it. Like, if the turn went by and it was really bad and we needed to pull back to our country, then we could. And this is what the screen looks like. So let's look at some important things. At the very top, you can see the alertness is all the way down at 0, so we're doing good. Our briefing, Liberty, which is our player character, needs to exfiltrate the professor from the United Kingdom. Our stats are 3 intelligence and 8 strength, and we have a gun. If we had our drones here, we could use them to help us out a little bit, but that's fine. This is not going to be too involved in operation. All the way in the top right, you can see we're 2.4 kilometers away, and we're making really good progress. As we progress, though, we'll get little challenges that we have to decide what to do. So they are usually split between intelligence and strength, and they also might bring into account, like, do you have a gun? Are you willing to kill innocents? How much HP do you have? So we're in a subway car, but the authorities got on at the end of the train at the last second. They're coming towards us. So what we're gonna do, I think, is try to set off the alarm and flee. So it used our intellect, and since our intellect's not very good, it raised the alarm a lot, and we only progress 100 meters. Alright, so we've got 4 people here, and we're in a combat situation. Now, Liberty can make mincemeat out of any character with a gun because she's a firearm expert, she has high strength, but that will... if we have a really bad confrontation during an exfiltration, like killing a bunch of innocents, it moves the doomsday clock forward. So what we're going to do instead is use neutralize, which gives us a higher chance to get hurt here. Like, see, we knocked 3 of them out, and we got lucky because we didn't get hurt at all. But that usually doesn't happen. So we knocked out that whole police kind of convoy there, and they're on to us, and we're in a ghetto. Go into the bar, they'll hide you from the authorities. Try to leave the area as quickly as possible. Let's just go ahead and leave. I just want them to move towards the exfiltration. And just like that, I think we're all the way there already. Alright, so we exfiltrated the professor that we had to. There were no military losses, no civilian casualties. It didn't take very long, and we got plus 20% bonus with our employer, the United States, because we did it so quickly and quietly. Alright, so she is now in flight back to us, and I think what I'm going to do is set up an exfiltration to take this other scientist out of there as well. Oh, we can do it immediately if it's not just stealing them away, so that's really nice. Now, we've got the same stats as before pretty much because we didn't set any alarms off or anything big, so... what's our first challenge? In a textile storage area, the police are looking for us. They could set a fire to create a diversion, but it would have a lot of collateral damage. Limit the damage. Just get out of there. I don't want collateral damage on this operation, especially when we don't have to. Alright, so we have high strength, so we can afford to knock these guys out pretty easily. We're making pretty good progress here. We had to hide for a few minutes in a street used by drug dealers. One of them sold me a weapon for cash. That's a shame you didn't need it. You have the best weapon in the game. Alright, so more police officers, which we can just knock out. If we have no alertness, police officers won't even spawn on the routes. Okay, so there is a door that the briefing didn't mention. So do we want them to break it down or pick it? Well, their strength is higher, so we'll just have them break it down. And they broke it down without any trouble. And I think we get double movement speed if like we don't have any alertness. So set off the alarm and flee or lose our pursuers. Let's try that. Oh, okay, we might have to fight. Oh, it's just one cop. We can knock them out easy. Alright, so we didn't really have any real trouble there at all. Alright, and we have improved our relationship with our employer yet again. And we are now coming home with 2 extra scientists. That'll be very nice. Everybody is all busy. Everybody's doing well. So, yeah, we have just completely stripped the United Kingdom of their scientists. Now, we got a new agent unlocked in the top right. And let's start from the bottom here. So, we lowered the alert level of France, which is good. Louisa Penrose is now here, but she has the prisoner's trait, which means she's only half as good a scientist as she is normally. Professor Starkey is here, and he's as good as he is normally because, you know, our agent seduced him. And the government really likes us. And our research is at 58% for neurosciences, 52% for robotics. So what I'm going to do, because they probably put these scientists... Okay, this is actually a good place for Nye Starkey because they'll discover this Mentalis really quickly. And Mildred Geller is still doing her break time. So we've got Louisa Penrose now studying the lightning technology. Alright, so I'm going to have this character now hack France to lower their alert level. In the meantime, I'm going to send both of my agents here to France to exfiltrate, hopefully, 2 of their scientists. Now, we've got a bit of a problem, though. This game has King of the Hill, sort of, where if you're one of the top performers, if you have a lot of scientists, you're doing very well, you will be a big target for other countries' spies. So I'm going to take a look here, because if we look at an agent who's in our country, we can tell if we have any spies inside of it. Right now, we don't. So we're still good to continue operations here as our here in Germany for the time being, because this guy I use as my counter spy operative. Alright, I've got those guys traveling. We're doing all good. We'll also get a notification in our like our briefing here of the previous day if a spy enters our territory, but I usually miss it. So, alright, so Otter von Lersner is paranoid and compassionate, but we didn't get any compromising files, which is just fine. France is down to 0% alertness. I think what I'm gonna do... Damn, it kind of sucks that I got dirt on the UK. Oh, no, I didn't. I got dirt on France. Oh, okay. So I'm going to use our hacker to install a ransomware. And I'm going to see when's the soonest I can make a meeting with her. June 3rd. Okay, that's good. That's perfect. This guy is doing good. I think I'm going to... Damn, I actually don't know where the scientists are here in France, do I? Okay, that's what I'm going to do instead. I just realized that because it takes forever for our agents to locate scientists. And I'm going to have this guy go to Turkey now. And I think we're good to progress another turn. Alright, I figured we would make it near to the top with how well we've been doing, but maybe not. So everybody has made it to the countries where I wanted them to go. Our spouse is now messaging us. So Sigma Center has showed us some interim results. She says, I think it would be better to keep it a secret that we're close to free energy. Let's see, that seems wise. I'll give you 2 months. So we're basically not revealing that we have almost free energy. And I'm just going to say yes because we're doing the, do whatever our spouse wants. That moves the doomsday clock forward hella time, so 7 minutes. That is a really tough choice, but that is just fine. Alright, so what was I wanting to do with everybody? So I don't yet know where the scientists are here. I'm going to have her recon, and I'm going to, I think, just kind of have this guy be around. I don't think there's anything I can have him do right now that would help. I'll have this guy recon this country, Turkey, and I think we're good for the time being. Yes, let's progress. It's fine the fact that I don't have all my agents working double, triple overtime. Also, I don't know what Turkey just discovered. Oh, and a spy has just moved into our location, which is what this notification is about. And we now know that there are 2 scientists here in France, and I think we're good otherwise. So we just discovered our first technology. I bet Turkey just discovered that this turn too, but we discovered it first, so that's lucky. Alright, so this is the technology that makes a person smarter. Now, every technology that you discover, you get the choice between 2 uses for it. You can either keep it for your country, or you can give it to an organization. Now, this one in particular would be really bad, because that's going to progress the clock forward 5 minutes. Even though it would make our country happier and the Council of States happier, I'm just fine with keeping this for us to use. Now, whenever you keep it for your own country to use, you get huge bonuses. This is going to give us a perk on 2 characters of our choosing that increases their intelligence. So I want them used on our field agents, Liberty and Maestro. This makes them have 2 more points in intelligence, and makes them have 2 more points in intelligence. So since we've been helping out our spouse here so much, she just says thank you. That's all your spouse ever does, is ask you for a bunch of shit, and then she asks you for a bunch of shit and then says, oh, I love you so much. All right, so we're here in France. We have a dossier that we think she'll want to see, and that starts out negotiations really strong. All right, she asks us what we want. So what do I want exactly? I think I would like a scientist, and I would like whichever one. We'll just take this one. All right, so that puts us at about half. Now I can choose what to give them in return, and I'm thinking I can just give them access to some of our research, because what's going to happen is this bar will end up somewhere in between here, like where I'm moving my mouse, and that is our % chance of this negotiation going successfully. So I'm going to say I will give you neurosciences. I'll give you that one, because we just discovered that, but she said no, so that's okay anyway. What was I thinking of doing next? I guess we now know where these guys are. She is chaste, so she doesn't care to be seduced. She's misogynistic, so she hates women, and she likes cybersecurity. Maybe we could... What's our current intellect on this character? 6. That's better than the average goose, but I don't know. I think I might have to abduct that character or look at the other character to see if I can seduce her. Corruptible. Oh, and she's a prisoner, so she doesn't want to work here anyway. Okay, that's something to think about. Corruptible. I think what I'm going to do is... I think maybe we'll try to seduce. And then we're waiting for the other girl to finish her. Oh shit, you know something I just realized too, or I just thought about, is that we have a spy in our midst. So, we got 2 spies. Alright, that's not good. But I'm going to use our spy that we have here at home to try and figure out the identity of these spies, and then I'll have somebody come back as quick as I can to take care of the spies that are trying to hurt us. Alright, so our woman here, the scientist, is coming off a break, so I'm going to put her back here to study robotics. Hopefully we'll have that discovered in 3 to 8 turns, and I think we're ready to progress the turn. I'm really worried about the scientists we have back at home. Oh, and Japan just discovered something big. Let's see what they say it is. Alright, Blackwell says that they discovered Panacea, so I forget what this does. I think it just gives them a lot of, like, their country likes them a lot more, so they don't have to worry about being fired, which doesn't do much for the AI because they can't ever get fired. Damn, I guess we're going to have to wait another turn before anybody can do anything. Everybody's so tied up in what they're doing right now. Alright, so we discovered the identity of the spy, and Professor Gosh is going to work for us as a double agent, but what we can do is exfiltrate her still. France also discovered the Project Solar Network, which I think is is super green energy, and we're the last ones that are lined up for the power grid, so they're now fully green versus us who still have to use like fossil fuels and stuff. This is another organization that wants to work for us, like this, the Council of States, but these guys are for robotics advancements. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have, wait, is the alertness is all the way down. So I'm gonna have Maestro extract Professor Gosh. Hopefully this goes well. Usually if the alertness is very low, then it will. Okay, we're at 6 intelligence, 8 strength. That should be just fine. Okay, so we're 2.2 kilometers. Alright, so they've spotted me and 4 security guards are coming this way. Let's just continue onwards. We used our strength, we got hurt a little bit. That's not good, but that's fine. I think we'll get out of here without any problem. There's police ahead. We took a cab, but we've got a bad feeling about the driver. Let's just go ahead and steal the cab then. So we threw him out of the cab and we're at the wheel now. Now we've ran into a police escort, or a police blockade. Okay, we tried to avoid the police cordon, but they blocked every exit. They're firing on us. Alright, that should be fine. Let's just get into a confrontation with them where we can neutralize them, right? Okay, cool. And we've unlocked 2 characters just on this expedition alone. Alright, we encountered an enemy agent that we had to neutralize. Yikes, that hurt quite a bit. Alright, we're actually, hurting pretty bad off this one. We should still be able to live it. We're not that close to failing, but this is kind of troublesome. Okay, limit the damage, get out of there quietly. That's that textile place burning it. I don't want to do that. Alright, so that was really quiet. We didn't hurt anybody, and we got plus 10% relationships with our country. So that operation went as well as it could. I think that I'm going to set Liberty up to exfiltrate this other character that's there as well. Unfortunately, holy fuck, I have 4 fucking spies. I've got so many spies back at my place, so alright, let's try and identify another spy. And I'm gonna do a bunch of counter spy shit just as soon as I'm able to. Okay, did they steal anything? No, they weren't able to, so they must be just about ready to act, but not quite. So let's see, security personnel have confiscated the drugs I used for personal use. It's heroin. So this is a guy, one of our scientists. He either wants his drugs, and he's probably going to kill himself, or we can say that it's out of the question to give him his drugs back or to share them with the whole team. Now he'll get heartbroken if we give him or if we tell him no drugs, but to me it's the safest. Alright, so she's ready to exfiltrate. This guy is healing, which is just fine with me because we only know who one of these guys are anyway. So let's try and... We have an option here with spies. We can either counter what they're doing, which seems to have a higher chance of working and only uses strength or intellect. So if they're here to, say, steal a scientist, we can counter that and then we'll send this person back to their country. Or we can try to capture them, which is what I prefer to do. There's different bonuses you saw there as well, like the fact that we have our own country reconned, and then also here the fact that our strength is so high, and the fact that we are a black belt. So I'm going to just try to capture Onaman, and... oh yes, we've got an exfiltration job to do while we're here as well. Completely forgot about that. One more to do here in France, and then we can pull out of France for good for a little bit. Okay, Liberty needs to exfiltrate this professor. We can do that. The alertness isn't even that high either, so that's good. Okay, what's our first trouble? Nope, they're just telling us everything is going just fine, so they're going to progress 200 meters. And what now? They're over a gate. Oh, this is very similar to before where we accidentally went into a VIP area and there's 4 security guards there. So we're just going to continue onwards. This character didn't get hurt. Liberty didn't get hurt like the Maestro character did, but that's good. That's good, of course. So we've lowered the alert level and we're almost to the exit. Let's see, there's a parking garage adjacent. I don't know, we're so close to the exit now, we really can't fuck it up. So, okay, and that was that operation performed, expertly. How long does this guy need to heal? 4 days, so he must have been, yeah, actually he was pretty hurt at the end of that operation, so that makes sense. So, we are going to have everybody landed back at our country. We did capture the spy Onaman, and we captured the scientists, and we discovered another spy, Enigma. Okay, and we just discovered another new technology, so that's really good for us. Lightning. It increases the speed at which our agents can move if we decide to keep it. And I'm thinking here, yeah, let's go ahead and keep it, because we can make monsters out of our agents with this stuff. Okay, so we can pick another... oh no, actually it gives it to everybody, so everybody gets the lightning implant trait. That's very cool. Germany completed the project, codenamed Stability, so I don't know what that is, but they're next on my list to steal shit from, so it just makes their scientists less prone to being bribed, because they have all the money in the world to pay their scientists. Alright, so we're at 6 points. We're doing really, really good. I'm going to have this guy act... oh no, a scientist has already left. They probably... god dang it. Okay, then they probably did something to one of our scientists. Let me look at them. I think we have 6 scientists. They probably tried to bribe one, and it may have worked and it may not have. Okay, we've got 2 astrophysicists working on the solar network. That's good. And what to do from here? I guess nothing that we can do other than try and figure out the identity of these 2 guys, huh? Okay, so I'm having that one look up Charlie, and I'm going to have her look up Delta. Reason being is because her intelligence is lower, but this is my counter-espionage guy. He's the best at it, so the best on our team anyway. So who... oh, yeah. It's just letting us know that we're having this guy not do anything this turn. Alright, so we just progressed forward on all our technologies, and we're getting a message from the Council of States. Oh yes, they think we've been doing very good, so they're offering us a choice between 2 perks. So increases the duration of remote communications with double agents. Nah, because double agents, if you leave them out in the field, will gradually return to not giving you anything. So I don't want that. Improves the leadership bonus when the player's nation is in the lead. That seems very nice, because we're in the lead right now, so... okay. And we will wait another turn, and hopefully in that time, these spies do not act, and hopefully we also identify them, so... alright, so yep, we've got 2 here. We've got Judge and Gypsy, who are in our country. I'm going to... which one looks harder to take out? That one looks easy. This one looks like it could be harder, so I'm going to have capture Gypsy, and I'm going to have Liberty capture Judge, and we should be good. I'm going to also have our little hacker here get the next country ready for us. So we're going for Germany next, and we'll do locate scientists because we need a target first, of course. Also, that turn, we helped Russia out, and we put our relationship up to 100% because we sent them our drones for all that time. So they're big fans of us over there in Russia right now, and I'm going to help whichever country is doing whatever there. Alright, we're good to go. Hopefully these spies don't get a damn thing from us, but it's hard to tell. Okay, so Gypsy already returned to their country. Damn it, they both already left. Fuck. Let's see. Gypsy, a French agent, attempted an operation in our territory. We were able to thwart their plans, but the agent has slipped. Okay, so they came here, tried to do something, at least one of them, and they failed to. Professor Gosh says that they need 5 human test subjects for their research. We'll tell her to, and she's like, well, they're probably going to die. So find volunteers and tell them, what the dangers are. All right, I'm gonna leave Catch here to quote unquote catch criminals catch spies as they come to my country, and then I'm going to have our agents go over to Germany and steal us some scientists. And yep, we're good to go. We're good to progress. Shame I don't have anything to trade to Russia since we're so good friends now, but oh well. Okay, we figured out who all the scientists in Germany are. Somebody else is starting another confrontation in Iraq, and nothing else really going on. Let's see, do we have any enemy agents? Nope, we sure don't, which is good. I'm going to lower the alert level here in Germany so our agents can act easier, and continue to the next turn. Alright, we're still well in the lead. We're at 6 out of 15 of the Sigma points that we need. Our relationship with Turkey has improved because we helped them. They're up to 48% now. This is another character, another organization that likes to work, wants us to work with them. It's the space people. So if you look on our stuff here, it's like the astrophysics, I think. Yeah, astrophysics. So that's what he likes. This will pop off in a turn or two. Switch will pop off in 5 to 13. That'll pop off in 1 or 2. Okay, so these guys are headed to Germany. I guess I'll send my drones over here. Gives my drones something to do because I don't like putting them over a country because, as I mentioned before, countries generally don't like it when you hover your drones over their shit. So, and we must have reverse engineered a technology because we just got a point for it. Or maybe not. Oh, you know what? We did reverse engineer a technology and we discovered one. Also, we have a spy in our territory I'll have to take care of. And the alert level for Germany has been reduced by 20%. So we figured out Hypnos. Now, I don't know what bonus this gives us. I can't remember, but I do know that it's really powerful. Let's see. This agent can more easily persuade foreign scientists to work for our country. I do want that because this here would move our doomsday clock forward even more. I sure as shit don't want that to happen. Okay, so yes, everybody has the Hypnos trait now, so they're easier at convincing scientists to work with us. Alright, we also have a spy on our territory, so I'm going to use this guy to identify the spy, and now that we're over here, I can maybe talk one of these guys. Ooh, flighty. The scientist quickly drops their guard with an attractive person. Okay, well then I'm going to send Maestro to kind of seduce this character. Alright, and then I'm also going to have our Liberty to probably steal somebody away. Who do we want? How about Professor Blau? He's chaste, he's chauvinistic, he's a good scientist. So yeah, let's go ahead and steal him away. Yep, we're good to go for now. We're doing really, really, really good. Usually, so like everybody, all the AI usually has kind of a similar plan as I do, which is to just hoard scientists and see how well things go. Okay, they're negotiating an energy agreement with Korea, and they would like to have Professor Penrose with us. All right, we'll just say that's fine. To get the good ending, I just give my spouse literally anything that they want. Besides, I think Professor Penrose is not that good of a scientist, but holy shit, 7 turns is a long time. Oh well, nothing I can do about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and exfiltrate this Professor Blau. He can come back to our country and be our new mediocre scientist for a little bit. Alright, we don't have completely no alertness. Also, we have to travel 3.2 kilometers, so... Alright, how we doing? The route ahead is blocked by a barricade. They can get to the roofs, but it'll be dangerous up there. Yeah, just go up to the roof level. Their strength made that easy. So now their alertness is down to 0. We got kind of lucky there. I think there's a chance for us to get injured on that one. Alright, they got on the bus at the last minute, and they say he's followed me for part of the way. I think that's their, the enemy's counter-spy people. Alright, and we're 0.8 kilometers away from where we need to be now. They're in a market in the old town. It's very big and crowded. They think they're in the wrong place. Alright, we're going to say get out of there as soon as you can and get back on track. Okay, very close to the exit. They're passing a high-end restaurant. There's a valet service at the entrance. Let's just see. They're going to go inside. Okay, nope, they couldn't get inside and they caused a scandal. Oh well. A delivery truck is parked next to me. No, just stay on foot. We're so close to the exit now anyway. Didn't even see a police officer in that expedition, so that's good. Which means that we didn't cause no trouble with Germany, which is the way I like it. Doesn't move the doomsday clock forward any. We're good to progress to the next turn. Okay. What from here? We got 10 points. Germany is in the second place with 4 points. Let's see. Professor Yamanaka agrees to work for our Sigma division. Oh yes, that's the agent I had. I had him seduce her. That's right. So the spy was not. Damn it, we got 2 spies back home. Okay, that's fine because I got agents back here that should be able to help with this now. So I got him trying to figure out one of the spies. I got her trying to figure out another spy. Hopefully we figure these guys out very soon. I'm also going to have to exfiltrate Professor Yamanaka. the new scientist that we got from Germany by seducing her. Alright, let's have him go home. So this guy's kind of building, it's kind of funny, he's kind of building like a harem of scientists. Okay, we've got a clear path, we're continuing on the route. Hey, that's good with me. He's just basically reporting no problems, Chief. I'm passing a convention center. The front is full of luxury sedans. You know what? Let's try to steal a vehicle. Oh, okay, we were able to. Cool. Oh, but we got police coming up. That's fine. Oh, and they were able to avoid the police because we were in a car. So there's our wheelman perk working for us. And we just flew past those police officers. Okay, we're driving slowly through quiet streets. A police car's following us. Let's just say... Let's see, 6, 8. I think we're fine no matter what we do. Yeah, our intellect check failed, but that's fine. We're coming up on more police officers, but because oh no, actually, we got stopped at their checkpoint. So we're probably going to lose our car, and we're going to have to fight these guys. But that's fine because they don't have too many of them there. And we've got all kinds of perks on our guy now. Okay, they're in a ghetto. You know what? Just try to leave the area as quickly as possible. We're almost to the exit. Yes, sir. Nobody got hurt. It was alert level 2. We did very, very good there. Cool. So we're coming home with those. I wish I could put multiple agents on counter espionage, like for one person. But since I can't, we just got to, bite our lip or what do they call it? Bite our gums and wait. Director, I'm available to begin research immediately. Oh, yes, this is our new other spy, or our new scientist lady we just got, and she's also an astrophysicist. What is one of these not an astrophysicist? Why is this so slow all of a sudden? What's this perk? She's a prisoner. Okay, if I move this character here who is not a prisoner, okay, so good. They're studying at twice the speed now. All right, and she is working with Carl Blau here in stability. Do I want that? No, I actually want... I want to move this guy up to robotics so that I can discover the switch even quicker. And we're good to go for a little bit. At least in the scientist department. And our maestro is healing up, which is just fine. He did very good work. Now, I don't like the fact that we got spies back home, and I don't like the fact that I haven't outed them just yet. Okay, the spy we were tailing managed to lose me, but they found another one. Okay, some of our research has been stolen. One of our scientists might be a double agent, and another spy has moved to our territory. Damn it. Okay, let me think about what to do here. So, I want this guy to investigate that character. I want this guy to capture Ryder. Alright. And then finally I want her to try and figure out who Golf is. Okay. So we're good to go for a little bit now. I think we might end up losing a scientist just because I haven't been able to capture these guys too quickly. I was unable to complete my mission because Echo has left the country. God damn it. Code Red. Professor Geller missed the last 2 mandatory check-ins and has been stolen. Alright. And they're mad at us because we lost the professor, but we captured Ryder. So... oh well. Alright, so China has completed the project codenamed Chameleon. Their agents now are able to invade our country even easier, which is not good for us. Director, I represent a party that's interested in some of your Sigma research. Absolutely not. So she has her own personal vendetta against us. And so now because we told her no, she will lower our relationship with America by 15%, which is fine. I'll have... oh, okay, I already have somebody looking into that, so I'll go ahead and hack Germany and lower the alert level. Also, somebody has arrest warrants out there. It's probably Maestro, if I had to guess. Yeah, but, hold up just a sec. I'm gonna use Gamera to hack Germany and delete an arrest warrant. And I guess I'll just have... damn it. I don't know. Do these guys even have scientists? Maybe. Alright, let's just go to Turkey instead. And, yeah, we're good back on the home front for a little bit. Oh, we just got another new agent. I wonder what that's from. Okay, he's traveling. We located a spy waiting to take action. It's the Master. Oh, and we learned a new technology, the Switch. And he'll tell us what that does here. I'm not sure what it does. Okay, so these guys are asking for it, but I think I'm just going to keep it for ourselves. I don't even know what it does, so we'll see. Okay, AI is integrated into our drones. We'll be able to use them in our operations more often. I think that means if we use them at a country, we can use them more often. So, the UK has abandoned the race for Sigma technology, which means that they fell so far behind everybody else that they decided to give up, which means that we can now operate in that country if we want to, but we don't really have a reason to. It also means that their scientist gets dissolved and they're left here at the country for anybody to take if they want. But we already took all their scientists. So, and I would imagine that France is very close beside them in terms of giving up the race. Okay, so I'm going to have him capture that spy that's here, and I'm going to have her, damn it, I think I'm just going to have her go to Turkey too. I might just try to operate in Turkey instead of try to steal all of Germany's scientists, only because I'm a little bit, they have an arrest warrant out for 2 of my best spies. So, okay, so Germany is currently undertaking a war in Rwanda. A scientist has entered our country. Let's see if I can do anything about that. I think I'm going to see if I can't use this guy to figure out who this hotel character is. I don't know why this guy back here who had a really high intellect was having such trouble trying to find these guys, but oh well. Alright, so where we're operating in Turkey, did I already locate the scientist there? No, I did not. Whoa, easy. I don't know what I have him doing there. Nope, I don't want you to do that. I just want you to hack Turkey to figure out where the scientists are. And we're good to pass or continue to the next term. Alright, June 21st, 2035. Okay, so this guy just made it to Turkey. Our relationship with Japan is really good, and we just discovered another technology. Makes somebody undyingly loyal to us. We can just keep that to ourselves, I think. We're not going to share that with anybody. Okay, as per your orders, we applied Fidelis to our agents here. So, let's see. What does it do? They now are completely loyal to our cause, and they will obey us unquestioningly. So, I'm going to use that just for any field agents. And, like, the hacker, I think, is fine. Just kind of chilling back here without having that. And we also now are open to discovering the big Sigma technology. So I'm going to put a pin in that for right this very second. It is important that we study it, but we're like worlds in a way further ahead on technology than these guys are. So I'm going to do recon here in Turkey, get things kind of set up to steal their scientists, and I'm going to end the term. Okay, rolling over into the next one. We'll see what kind of progress everybody made. So we cracked the Turkish security. We know where all the scientists are. They located the spy, our guy did. I think the problem was I didn't have my drones here. Okay, and we just discovered Geoforce, which lets us discover where precious metal deposits and fossil fuel are anywhere on Earth. The last gold rush is upon us. Alright, so we can disclose this technology to the world or keep it for ourselves. Now, if that did anything good for us, like we could give it to Star Frontier, but instead we're going to lower the doomsday clock by 10 and just publish our results for everybody to see. And he's not really happy about that, of course, because now he even says it himself, like, poor countries now have wealth, which kind of sucks for I guess, a society where you don't want that. Okay, working on Sigma theory makes me nervous. Just take a little break there, buddy. We're way ahead of everybody else anyway, so, okay. Oh, and the anti-capitalist brigade. Let's see what he wants. We want you to destroy the capitalist systems that have been the cause of hundreds of millions of deaths. So this is like a group that's approaching us. These guys are usually extremists. Okay, the Russian Sigma head has access to Wall Street. Investigate them. You have 7 days to complete this mission. I guess I'll do it, because otherwise, this is like a threat. I'm not too worried about it, but okay, your efforts and operational investments to dominate the astrophysics field have not gone unnoticed. So here's 2 perks. Combat drones take a day to travel, or increase protection from enemy hacks. I think I'm going to do combat drones take a day to travel, because now they can move even quicker. Alright, and I'm just going to have this lady go over to Russia, and I'm also going to investigate the Sigma head over here. So that means well, wait, didn't I have a spy back here at home? Yeah, Punch. So I'm going to capture the spy. I'm going to have this guy hack Russia and give us some operational data in the locate scientist category. And we'll see how things go. So I have this guy reconning there in Turkey. We captured the spy Punch, and we can look at all our spies that we have captured. We got 3 of them now. Let's go ahead and interrogate Punch. Let's see. He is from India, and he tells us, like, do it. You'll get nothing from me. So we can torture them in different ways. All of these have like a different effect on the agent. I'm going to do sleep deprivation. Okay. I won't tell you anything, he says. All right, let's continue the interrogation then. We'll do whoa, shit. I think we accidentally killed him. Uh-oh, that's no good. We moved the doomsday clock forward 3 minutes. India hates us, and our leadership is not thrilled about it. I mean, we executed the Indian, spy. That's no good. Let's try and do that better. Let's not do hypothermia this time. Let's do sleep deprivation, which lowers it quite a bit. And they say, what do you want? Okay, I want to know tell me about the Russian Sigma head. Okay, so he just gave us a psychological profile on him, and we can suspend the interrogation because they're close to death. All right. Well, it kind of sucks that we accidentally killed somebody, but it's kind of oh well too. All right, let's see. I think we're ready to progress to the next week. All right, on to June 25th. Now, the thing is, if I just hold their agents, because I don't like to kill them, I'll never like just up and kill an agent. The reason being is because they can't then employ another agent to come meddle with our ship. So we are being accused by torture by India. I don't care. We've infiltrated their Sigma databases and sent us a list of scientists in Russia. It doesn't look like they have any scientists. We also have a spy in our territory, so I'll have to be on the lookout for that. Oh, apparently we found that piece of information for the Anti-Capitalist Brigade. What are they offering us? We would like to introduce one of your agents to our contacts. This will give them access to our weapon stocks around the world. So somebody who needs a weapon anytime, any place. I'll give that to Liberty. Actually give it to Maestro because that'll let him travel really quickly. Okay, so he's got the smuggler trait, which means he can get a gun really quickly, but it does move our doomsday clock forward a tick, so that's fine. Okay. Ooh, Professor Porter. This is the big bad guy, if you remember the spy who was in our stuff that was at the beginning of the game, the Daedalus character. Alright, so I have spies in my territory. I'm going to go ahead and identify them. I'm going to try and use both my agents here to identify them now that we have the drones here to help. And I think we're good to progress. Probably 2 turns, if I had to guess, depending on what we do once we get to Russia. Okay, so we're ready to exfiltrate Porter. Now, we don't have the alert level down a lot, which is unfortunate, but I guess we're just going to have to make do. Let's go ahead and have him exfiltrate Porter and see how things go. Alright, let's exfiltrate Porter through Maestro. We've got quite a fucking ways to travel because the alert level is so high, but what can you do? Okay, in a small crowded street, the authorities have herded us together towards a checkpoint. Get out of the trap as quick as you can. Take the police by surprise. Let's just try to get out as quick as we can. Yikes. So that increased the alert level even higher. Start a fire or don't start a fire. You know what? Let's just not start a fire. Okay, that caused things to calm down just a little bit. I'm trying not to get that very high because then I'll probably have to kill people. I took a private hire car, but the driver seems shady. Neutralize them and take control of the vehicle. Okay, so we're now flying to the exit. Driving slowly through quiet streets, a police car is following us. See, our intelligence isn't too high. Let's just get out of there. Okay, our wheelmen deployed, which means that we got a little bit more alertness, but we're going to start flying through the roads. Alright, we're closing in on police officers. Going along our original route, you could take a long one-way main street to get in the middle of town or use back streets in the old part of town. Just take the long road, I guess. It's what we had planned. So anyway, oh, nice, because we're in a car. Once again, the wheelman. Oh, shit, no, they opened fire on us. Oh, fuck, that's no good. Okay, well, we're going to have to deal with these guys. We're a little injured, but yeah, we can afford to knock these guys out. Cool. So we've lowered the alert level a lot there. All right, they're onto us. We're in a ghetto. I don't think this matters. It says go into a bar to hide. Okay, we did, and we lost the pursuers. All right, these guys will be easy knockout. Yeah, I was about to say 2, maybe 1 police officers to deal with there. All right, and we're at 0.4 kilometers. See, a young police officer is holding me at gunpoint. Let's just say get out of there. We're close to the exit anyway. So, all right, we luckily didn't have to hurt anybody there. We got that agent out of there along with the spy, so we can figure out what organization he was working for. Everybody's busy, so we can go ahead and progress. Looks like I have a scientist who isn't employed up in the top left, but we're going to get a cutscene here. Okay, so they say, thank you for exfiltrating the spy Daedalus. They interrogated him and figured out that he works for a secretive group. He works for the Council of States, which has been pulling the strings apparently all across the world. So they put a spy on us, even though we're supposed to be friends. He's like, well, you know, the guy you called Daedalus, I just pulled strings to get him out of here. And he's like, oh, you should have gotten a call from the Vice President of the United States. Obey or lose your job. So this is coming from even higher up, apparently. Our order to let this spy go back to the Council of States. And he's like, learn what it means to lose, director. Okay, so there's something going on where somebody even higher than us is trying to pull strings to, like, spy on us in America. I don't know. In the vice president is in on it too. Okay, so when we were able to unmask Daedalus thanks to a strange email, it came from a spy named Trojan. So we need to figure out who this Trojan character is. Identify and capture them. They might know more about this threat. Alright, so we have the full support of our government. We had captured Porter, but now he's gone. We found both of the spies in our country, so excuse me, we're going to go ahead and deal with them. Okay, I need your help, doctor. I'm in Turkey. A local operative tried to kill me and they had to defend themselves. They're dead. Okay, so we can send an agent who will tie things up for a long time, or we can send our superiors to send you a diplomatic escort, which is not nearly as taxing. I'm always happy to use our relations with our country as a resource. Don't ever be afraid to. Alright, so we have got Sigma things that we can employ. I'll go ahead and do that on robotics. This guy still has one more day break. Yes, I also need to I need to study up here in a big way these robots, because it's one of the earliest things that can move the doomsday clock forward a lot, and we have to be the one to discover that technology. So let's go ahead and capture or knock out or whatever these spies who are here. I'm going to have this guy try and figure out who this other spy is, who's our Trojan, that we have to capture because they're in our country. And yes, let's just go ahead and progress. Okay, no countries have made any huge leaps or bounds this turn. Let's see, they were able to free up some time thanks to our support. Now we have a permanent 10% bonus when negotiating with France, who are on the cusp of almost being out of this game. We captured one of the spies that was in our territory. Okay, the anti-capitalist brigades has needs of our services. They want to steal data from the Russian Sigma cell. The data is key for the next stage of our plan. We have 7 days. Okay. Alright, so Russia has now contacted us saying that it's a dangerous alliance between us and the anti-capitalist brigades. We know they're threatening you and that they'll soon they'll react as soon as you turn against them. Will you work with us despite this? Yeah, I mean, maybe if we can take out this terrorist cell who's kind of threatening us. Your response is reassuring. We need to locate the leader of this brigade group. We're looking for Professor Miyamoto, who is secretly helping this group. Okay, if we find that person, we can perform an interrogation on them. So Professor Miyamoto, I'm seeing if we know if they're in any of those field offices. It doesn't kind of look like it. They aren't one of our spies, are they, Professor Miyamoto? No, maybe they're east somewhere. Alright, I'll hook this guy back up into neurosciences, have him develop some soma, whatever that is, more brain shit, I think. And we will capture Robber. How many spies does that give us? So right now we have 3 prisoners, and we should have 4 after next turn, hopefully, as long as we're able to capture. Okay, another turn where not too much really happened. We captured Robber, we located the Trojan, and our scientific progress is going just fine. Now, what are we looking at here? Diplomats. Oh, okay. I think this is just letting us know that we have to capture Trojan. We also have a quest for the leak. We're looking for this scientist. I'm going to have my hacker try and hack and figure out if it's maybe in China, this character, or maybe Japan. I don't know, unless maybe India has stolen them. Probably not in Russia, considering that they're the ones asking me to figure out where this spy is. Okay, so I could probably also exfiltrate somebody here. Yeah, what's our alert status is on about 50%. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and abduct, and I'm going to have this character go over to China just on the off chance that we need to exfiltrate this Professor Miyamoto, identify them, so we just have to ID them, I guess, which is good if we're trying to use our spy to do that. Okay, I don't know why we unlocked a new agent. We'll see if maybe we learned something. So, we're exfiltrating and a new spy has entered our territory. Fuck. Ooh, we progressed. We got a new technology discovered. A hypersonic spaceship that now makes it so that you can travel from Paris to New York in 10 minutes. That's really impressive, huh? All right, we can keep this technology or give it to Star Frontier. Private, undetectable, super fast jet with Stratos technology. So this is going to make it so an agent can move super quick. I mean, of course, I want to give that to... Oh, shit, all of us get it? Oh, the ultra mobile trade. Hell yeah. I almost kind of wish I could just, stop that right now, because I'm sure ultra mobile makes us go in, a turn, right? Yep. I mean, I don't know that for certain, but, it just says that we now travel very, very quickly, so... All right. So we're going to exfiltrate this character from, what is this, Istanbul, Turkey. We've got plenty of HP. If we were going to go into any mission with a character that has to get the alert up high, it would be this one. Okay, go upstairs into the hotel. There's a parking garage adjacent. You know what? Let's just go upstairs in the hotel, maybe. Yeah, strength. I figured that was a strength check. All right. So that lowered the alert level. A police riot van rolling this way. We don't have a drone strike. Sorry, you're gonna have to try and hide. I knew that intellect check wouldn't go very well for her. All right, in front of a weapons store. No, you've got the best weapon that you can possibly have. Now we're head to head with some police officers. She's got full HP, but she'll lose a little bit of it here and a little bit more. Okay. Now we lowered the alert level a little bit with that confrontation. She's in a ghetto. Let's just try to leave the area as quickly as possible. All right, we're doing good. We're probably about halfway there. Passing a convention center. Let's just go ahead and steal a vehicle. Okay, so we stole the vehicle, but we set off an alarm. That's fine. The roads are at a complete standstill. Don't drive onto the sidewalk. That'll probably tick forward the clock a little bit. Oh, and because we're an exfiltration expert, we were able to avoid these police officers here. So that's good. Probably one more little check here and we'll be at the exit. 2 officers took me by surprise. Neutralize him without killing him. No collateral damage. So we lost a bunch of HP for that, but that's fine. That's successful. We can leave. Only 1 civilian casualty. I'm surprised we even got a civilian casualty somewhere on there. Maybe that police officer we shot or whatever. Okay. Yes, I need somebody on counter spy on Lima. We'll see if we're able to figure out which spy is trying to invade us. Maybe India's spy, considering that I couldn't imagine what other spy it would be. Okay, so we've got a new scientist. We figured out 2 scientists' IDs here in China. One of them is Miyamoto. So let's see if I have to exfiltrate them. We're taking part in International Diplomatic Summit to ease tensions. And they're asking... Okay, so this is America. America's asking us for permission to share Sigma secrets. But I'm fine with saying no, our secrets belong to us. This will hurt our relationship with our country, but I'm fine with that. Okay, Director, are you working with our enemies? Did you think we weren't serious? And they say to prepare for the price of their betrayal. So we figured out where their leaders are. They're in China. We have to capture and exfiltrate them. And our relationship with Russia just increased by 10%. Well, I guess we'll have to do that. Good thing I have him going there, huh? I'm going to need to help him out, though. I'm going to have him hack and lower the alert level here. I'm kind of waiting on everybody to get re-healed up and find spies and stuff back home. Okay. So he's just arriving here. Arrived in Beijing. Some of our research has been stolen because we've got a double agent, but that's fine. Okay, so powerful means of subliminal suggestion. So it's kind of like mind control. We can disclose this technology to the world, or we can give it to the Council of States. I'm going to just disclose it to the world to move the doomsday clock back a lot. Okay, the Soma technology is too dangerous. It will allow governments to do what they want. And now we're at minus 24 minutes to midnight. That's really good. China also discovered a project codenamed Miracle. Let's see, it instantly heals their agents whenever they're damaged in the field. So Russia has abandoned the race for Sigma technology. Damn, that really sucks. Well, we released their spy rider. Oh well. What to do now? We lost the quest to capture this guy, so I guess while we're here we might as well prep to capture some of their scientists. Ooh, well, maybe we could still just go ahead and give this guy a little capture. We'll see. I saw he's still available to capture. Maybe we can just capture him even though he isn't part of a quest. We just won't get a reward from Russia for it. So we've got quite a bit to travel here. Our alert level is pretty high. The route ahead is blocked by a barricade. Try to get up to the roof level. I think that's a strength check. I used to think it was trading injury for progression, but that's only gone well for me. So try to blend in and proceed on the planned route. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, that was an intellect check and it went really well. We've lowered our alert level like crazy. I know this place. It's under control of the Eye of the Dragon. I have no fucking clue who that is. And maybe that's another terrorist cell I just haven't met yet. Okay, passing a high-end restaurant. Passes a valet and steal a vehicle. Nope, that went badly. That was a bad check. In a cab going towards the extraction point. Let's try to bribe him. Oh, he refused our drive. Uh-oh. So the police are now onto us hot and heavy again. We're on the planned route. Let's see, we've run into a fence that was definitely not in the briefing. Try to go over it. A strength check. All right, good. We made it. We're in a police confrontation. We'll just try and knock him out. This guy has so many perks on him now. Okay. And then they're on my tail. I could take refuge in the Japanese embassy. No, I'm not buddies with the Japanese. Sorry. All right. And then we'll knock these guys out. Another set of 4 police officers. That's very good. And we're very close to the exit. Maybe 1 or 2 confrontations. Let's just say get out of there. Roger that. He's raising the alarm. Yeah, I do think that's it. Perfect. So we didn't hurt anybody. It took us quite a few turns, but we captured this guy. I guess we're still going to take him to Russia. It'll be really interesting once we get there, what they say we need to do. Let's go ahead and capture the Green Crescent. This is the spy that was in our territory. I'm not worried about Trojan. She's part of a quest, and she won't actually do anything that hurts us. So China discovered a technology that we already discovered, which is fine. He arrived at Moscow. The government is withdrawing from the Sigma race. As a result, we are canceling all active contracts with you. Well, now's the time to say it, I guess. I'm afraid Germany has completed the project codenamed Share. Maybe it's going to be a music-based project. No, that's a dumb joke. Basically, it's like an operation that all the financial operations are all making money more uniform, or making universal basic income for the world and stuff, giving everybody a value. Okay, so this looks like the clergy, Cardinal Andre. That's very topical for what's going on in the real world. We are the Operation Cell, the largest human religion. We'd like your help. If you help us, we'll be generous, but if you betray us, we'll speak badly of you to your leaders. Wait, who is this? We're alarmed by India's progress with Sigma research. Destroy their databases with a remote hack. I'm fine with it, as long as you aren't willing to, screw with me. Okay, your efforts towards neuroscience has not gone unnoticed. An agent of your choice will gain the puppet master trait or increase the confidence of remote or the duration of remote communications with double agents. We'll give Maestro another perk, the puppet master trait. Okay, we're disappointed to see you have made very little progress in the robotics field there. Therefore, we will no longer give you any perks, no matter how much progress you make. So, I'm going to go ahead and just, this guy doesn't remote hack. Wrong guy. Remote hack, and they wanted us to remote hack India and steal Sigma data, I guess that would be, right? Capture the Trojan spy. We're alarmed by India's destroy their databases with a remote hack. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and have catch Trojan, and I'm going to have this guy go to China and steal us. Ooh, they have an arrest warrant out for us? Oh yeah, probably from us stealing that guy. I didn't even think about that. Damn, and he doesn't have a gun here anymore either. Let's go ahead and procure a weapon. Maybe, ooh, you know what I could do? Do we have to act? Like, yeah, we just get a free scientist from Russia, being here or whatever. So we're stealing a scientist. Since they dissolved and are out of the race now, we can loot their country, kind of. So cool. I guess that makes sense because nobody else really has any available agents right now. Alright, so Trojan was actually called Scarlett Wilson. She's tough. She wasn't easy to find. So we've got this character here, and we're going to ask her some questions about why she snitched on Daedalus. And she's like, I know about your collaboration with the enemies of America. We're like, what the hell are you talking about? So we captured Miss Wilson, and this dickhead here, the Council of States is here. We're like, hey, I warn you, this time, vice president or otherwise, I'll take care of you personally if you keep intervening. He doesn't care about that, though. So this is kind of where your decisions split, actually. You can choose to either side with this girl who's saying that the Council of States is like full of betrayers, agents to subvert America, or you can side with these guys who are trying to take over the world. It's up to you. So anyway, he's like telling us we'll get rewarded. It's up to us. So I'm going to tell the guy to get out, and we're going to listen to this Scarlett Wilson, the Trojan. So anyway, she gives us some information. She's like, I don't know what the next step is necessarily, but like, there's this organization in the Council of States that's like trying to take over the world, like secretly, kind of like an Illuminati thing. And they've even we're trying to figure out what that is exactly. What technology it is that they can just mind control people. But we don't know who that is. She doesn't know who that is. But this woman in this picture does know who it is. But she disappeared and was last spotted in Germany. So we have to go talk to the German diplomat to figure out where she is. Now we have to have a lot of kind of leverage to get that information. All right. Discover the location of Lauren Hawkins, sacrilege site. I think what I'm going to do, I wonder if these guys, yeah, they probably do. I'm going to send 2 agents over here, her and then him, and they'll both get there in one day. Damn, they're going to move so quickly because of that perk. I completely forgot that we can now move super fast. Let's see, are you sure you want to end the turn? Yeah, go ahead. So United States, Germany hasn't made crazy progress. We did do a hack on India. See, there was an arrest warrant out for me in this country, but I was able to bypass their checks without being spotted. We arrived in Berlin, and they cracked the security protecting the Indian Sigma project database. So we even got some Sigma project across the board for that progression. Okay, they have bad news. We lost track of Cassandra. That's our girlfriend or whatever. So apparently somebody has captured our girlfriend, and we'll have to get them back. So the Cardinal is happy with what we've done. They have some interesting information on the Indian Sigma head that we might find useful. We moved the Doomsday Clock forward a minute, but we got a compromising file on India. And they are not happy with us anyway. So Germany, I want my guys. I want one to investigate, and then I want the other one to exfiltrate this professor. We'll go ahead and abduct him. Now I see I've got scientists who are not working back at the base. Let's see why that is. So he's an astrophysicist. He's probably not working because it's not his specialty, but I'll just put him towards the Big Sigma project. This lady is in robotics. This guy is in finance. I think I'll just put him on the Big Sigma project, move that robotics lady down here, and we are good to progress, I think. I don't think there's anything else I want to do. I don't think... yeah, we've just got a mission for Susan Harris, and that's to find this lady who was last seen in Germany. So I'm also going to prepare things for our confrontation with Germany to get this information. So I'm going to install ransomware. No spies in our territory, right? Nope, not right now. How many do we have captured? We only have 3 captured. We got 9 scientists, which is crazy fucking good. Okay, 1 or no agents have missions. That's fine. That's just that one guy. And we have made 2% progress on the Big Sigma theory. Everything's ready to capture this guy. The diplomat's secrets are well buried. That's fine. You're going to do it again until we have something on this auto guy. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the guy to exfiltrate here. We don't have the alert at 0, the alert level, but we do have it pretty low, so that's fine. And then I'm going to set up a meeting with him, I think. Alright, so exfiltrate this character 3.2 kilometers. We've got a very little alert bar. Alright, what do we got here? I'm backtracking to avoid a police roadblock. I could take a cab, but a businessman just got in. No, get out of the cab. This is ours. So we got in the cab, and we did it without collateral damage. There's some sort of protest happening. Try to blend in and continue on the route. Damn, we have been getting really lucky. We haven't had any trouble. The police haven't been called. We encountered an enemy agent. He has my position and description. We managed to escape him for now. Oh, damn. So they must have like a counter spy here. Okay, we got over a gate, and we're in a big VIP reception. We'll just pretend we're a guest. Damn, everything went well. It's because we have so many perks. This is a stupid amount of perks to have at this point. A police car is approaching slowly. Let's just try to lose him in the back streets. Damn, that's way too many perks. This guy is like a superhuman right now. He's kind of like, he's like Batman, the Flash, Superman, except he can't he literally, look at his perk. He literally has a fucking Ultramobile. He has a private undetectable super fast jet. He's fucking Batman, dude. So we're good back in America. We're still not having any trouble there. I guess we can progress to the next week. I need dirt on this Germany guy or else this mission is not going to go well. Okay, so we did find that he's a sex cultist. Oh, he probably takes a little trip to Mr. Epstein's island. Let's see what this character wants. We appreciate the investment you have put into the advances in robotics field. In this context, we can no longer consider you to be our enemy. You just stopped. I don't know, like, just because we aren't studying their shit, they're like, oh, you're our enemy. So neurosciences, I could put him on the Big Sigma project here. Unfortunately, we're not hardly studying anything at all for panacea or stability, but like on that same note, like the other guys are not even close to us in terms of other technological fields, so that's good. So what to do from here? I mean, we've already like investigated him pretty much as we can, and we've stolen a bunch of scientists. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to hack to locate scientists in India because I think they have scientists that I want there. Was there anything else that I was thinking of doing? No, let's just get everybody kind of ready in India to steal some scientists. I do need to set up a meeting with Germany. We'll go ahead and request his earliest date is July 9th. Let's progress. Okay. Damn, the Sigma project just jumped up to 11%. That is a lot. They both arrived in Mumbai. Oh, we're getting another message from the Cardinal. The Indian Sigma Research Center has opened a special lab in the Central African Republic. We could send a combat drone to stop it. Okay, I mean, I'm fine with that. Oh, our intelligence services have confirmed you're working with Opus Maria, obviously the Cardinal. Will you work with us despite this? Fuck no, dude. My collaborations have nothing to do with you. The ends do not justify the means. Well, don't worry about it, because I'm not interested in anything at all you have to say, actually. Okay, the Opus Marie, and I'm going to just do some basic recon and stuff. I don't think he needs like a gun or anything. No, we're just going to kind of chill here for a minute. Do we have any spies nearby? Nope, we're good on spies. Okay, we've got a meeting set up to negotiate things with Germany coming up. So, all right. So we're up to 17%. We're making crazy progress on the Big Sigma project. Okay, we are in open conflict with India. We are currently positioning our troops to face their attack. Oh boy. So the doomsday clock is going to progress forward quickly. I implore you to contact the Sigma head in India to negotiate the peace treaty as quickly as possible. But there's no scientific activity in India. Uh-oh, that's probably not good. So there weren't even scientists here to steal. Shit. Well, who has scientists? Germany? No. Do they? I don't know. Let's hack Germany and see if they got any scientists. Delete an arrest warrant. To start things off. No. Let's just actually have them figure out where the scientists are. I need that more than I need this guy to be able to operate there. I'm going to send this guy over to... I actually have a warrant out in China, too. Okay, well then let's go to Japan. I might have to get this guy in the mix if there starts to be trouble. I need to set up a meeting here. Request meeting. Jesus Christ, that is not for a minute, that meeting. Okay, well, we're in war with India right now, so this is really not good. 17 up to 21%. And is that going to be 5 every time? No, it's a 1. We'll step forward once. Okay, 830,000 soldiers of India killed 79,000 on our side. Damn, we got a spy in our territory too, so that's not good. Oh shit, we just got a new technology discovered. It lets us transmit matter instantaneously across vast distances. So it's like a teleporter. It's like a portal gun. We can keep this technology for ourselves and use it for field operations or give it to the Star Frontier. Let's just keep it. I'm very interested. Wait, this agent has extra dimensional gate portal that facilitates their extractions. Oh, okay. So that instantly teleports us back to base, maybe? Let's see. And we could use it on one agent. I wonder which agent. No, we're going to lose Maestro on something stupid, I'm sure. And, okay, this is from Germany. I'm pleased to inform you Cassandra is safe and in a discreet detention center. We are at war, so I'll be direct. Give me all your... Oh, this is our wife. So he's threatening us. He's like, your wife is in my detention center. And he's like, you don't want her to die? Send us all your research. Hey, sure. You can have all my research. We got to get the good ending anyway. And I am about to have my guys knocking on your door very quickly. Okay, our mechanical angel did its work perfectly. We moved the doomsday clock forward by 1 minute and improved our relationship with them by 20%. This is the last... I think the last one that we haven't met, the last organization, these guys want financial steps forward. Okay, so we should strengthen our relationship. Firstly, you should take a look at this dossier and see how much that strengthens our relationship between you and I. Unfortunately, this guy is really tied up in our quest, so I can't afford to make him too mad. So we want to know where Lauren Hawkins is, and we're willing to give you a ransomware key for it. And the music happened before the confirmation, but next turn he'll tell us like what the deal is. I guess I need to now send my guys over to Germany, but I can't really do that right this second until I get rid of the arrest warrants for him. So in the meantime, I'm just going to do I think I'm just going to do recon over here. Thankfully, we didn't have to give him our progress on the Big Sigma project, so that's good. All right, one more turn and we'll have control research too. I guess we're good to progress. Okay, we'll be able to recruit Agent Sister in our next game. Very interesting. Oh, your negotiating abilities are unparalleled. So now Germany's going to tell us everything they know about this lady. So they ask us if we've met the Council of States yet, and so they were looking for the scientist Lauren Hawkins. He had already coincidentally gave her asylum because she was seeking asylum from a country, and he says to avoid delivering Hawkins to them, I entrusted her to a diplomat from the country of Colombia, and we're like, hey, could you talk to them and have them give her to us instead? And he's like, nope, sorry, the diplomat betrayed my trust, and he's holding her to research Sigma theory, so he's not willing to give him to the Council of States, and he's not willing to give him to Germany or us or anybody else because he's just researching stuff. So but he knows which detention center she's held in. So he's like, hey, if you want to go investigate that, you could. Okay, they cracked the German security systems. They know... Oh, they've only got one scientist and they're making leaps and bounds like that. Oh, nice. And we discovered another technology too. This will roll the clock back big time, I think. Okay. Yes, publish our results. That will give us a minus 10%. So basically, it's like, we have the ability to mind control everybody, but we put it out there in the public so they know how not to get mind controlled. India has abandoned the race for Sigma technology, which means that our war with them should be over. You could kiss my ass, India. GG is about all I can say in regards to that. So, where is located somewhere in Colombia, which is this one, and I'll send my surveillance drones down that way to try and figure out where this person is located. Now, I need this guy to... Whoa, we've got a enemy agent here. So in Germany, delete an arrest warrant so I can have my guys go over there and lock Germany down. I need this guy on counter spy duties. Identify. Okay. And we are good to go. I'm going to have her go over to Germany. He's doing recon there in Japan. We're good to progress to the next turn. Now we have to wait quite a bit for... Where did they say this was? Myanmar? Or... No, Colombia. It takes a while for Colombia. Director, your negotiations with India have borne fruit and we've signed an armistice. Okay, well, how about they just dropped out of the race? We forced them pretty much to drop out of the race. You have eliminated India from the race for Sigma and thus paved the way for our operations, but you're no longer any use to us. So the Cardinal no longer cares about us, which I guess is fine. So the Ares project is complete. We can use it for ourselves or give it to the world. I think we'll keep it for ourselves. Alright, so now we can see what that means exactly. We can graft an exoskeleton onto a soldier, transforming him into an invincible combatant. Well, I wonder who's going to get that perk. Damn, this guy is like, oh my god, he's even more than that. Now he's like Iron Man and Batman both. So, what to do here? Oh shit, yeah, we can break our wife out. Okay, yeah. We'll attempt to locate the captured agent. I didn't know we could do that. I thought we had to wait for that country to, like, lose. But, anyway, that's fine. I'll work on breaking her out. Okay. Mission complete. He reconned. The spy lost our tail, and they were able to delete the arrest warrant for Maestro. Oh god, what do you want? I need somewhere with no living things around the size of a city to continue my research. Can you find me somewhere for my experiments? Let's do that secretly in Antarctica? What? What does that even mean? Let's just say do that in Antarctica. Receive details for the experiment. So she's doing some kind of an experiment. Oh shit, it lowers our relationship with everybody. But we received a bunch of research results. So whatever, I guess. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Oh, yes, these guys are giving us a reward for our progress in astrophysics. A drone will be present in Turkey. Okay, maybe. An agent of your choice will gain the hacker trait. I guess we'll do a drone. Does that give us an extra drone? Or a permanent drone in Turkey? Or, I don't know. I think that might have been a dead perk. Maybe I misread it or something. Or, you know what? That's probably a permanent perk. That's probably like a permanent perk only in Turkey. I just can't see it. Okay, next. I wanted to also hack here and lower the alert level. And I need this guy still on counter espionage. Alright, what from here? We've got this guy all the way on the right, Maestro. He's already reconned. I guess let's see if we can have him identify some scientists. He's kind of working on his own there, but I mean, he's he's James Bond, he's Iron Man, he's Batman, all wrapped into one. So, we located the black site where our wife is being held, but they were spotted, so the alert level increased. That's fine. We're not going to make a move for one more turn. They're ready to be, well, maybe we should do it now, because I'm not sure. I think maybe next turn, like, it will make it so we have to reset up the exfiltration. So we're just going to go ahead and exfiltrate our wife now. All right. Because they'll just keep, threatening us. So, oh man, she only has a knife too. I didn't realize she didn't even have her gun. That's fine. I mean, we'll probably not even use a knife anyway. For some reason, also, we have a spy drone. We got on a bus at the last minute. All right. I see we've got these these police officers coming up. I've eluded their patrol, proceeding the objectives. Oh, so our spy drone gave her mission intel, so she's kind of like got an operator type deal, and we were able to bypass those guys because of that. Alright, they're on to me. We're in a ghetto. Try to leave the area as quickly as possible. So we lowered the alert level, and we also spotted another patrol coming up, and we should be able to just fly right past these guys. Nice, very nice. Okay, and then now what? Try to shake off a patrol by hiding in a warehouse. Tell the Caliphate of the Levant that you work for me. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's not like the Catholic type people who... Nah, I think they're only located in India. Let's see. They're behind Otto von Lersner, the German Sigma head. Yeah, steal the briefcase, because we're going to drown this motherfucker once you get my wife out of here. So Germany, not particularly happy with us after that. I don't think that progresses the clock forward at all. We're still 25 minutes from midnight. So, all right, yes, please come back. And everybody is busy right now. So they're bringing my wife home. That's nice. We've got a bunch of Sigma research completed as well. Sources say the spy has left the country. Damn, did we lose somebody? Yeah, Professor Blau, fuck. So we lost the professor. Turkey's asking for our help with something. A new spy has entered the territory. We got intel on a scientist, and another spy is gone. Okay, so hey, our wife is back. Very nice. So we'll never be apart, we say. Hopefully that's true. Now, yes, please try to take out November. I'm going to have this guy hack us something good over in Japan. Maybe lower the alert level so that we can steal scientists. I don't know who has an agent still in use. Maybe China? I don't know. We're really ahead on Sigma research, though. Are any of these at 100%? Yeah, finance is good. Neurosciences is good. I need somebody on robotics and health, but I don't have a health or robotics scientist, which kind of sucks. I mean, I got robotic scientists, but they're just kind of dog shit. How close is this to being researched? 1133. Let's just go ahead and put robotics on that. So we're good. I'm going to send this character over to Japan to exfiltrate us some scientists, and we're going to end the turn. Wait, who actually doesn't have anything to... Oh, him. No, we're good, I think. Let's see. Yeah, let's just identify this character. 610 is his stats. He's a fucking powerhouse. We're at 52% of the Ultimate Sigma project researched. We arrived in Tokyo. We're still researching stuff. It looks like whatever the topmost thing is here, the neurosciences has been studied all the way. So I can put these guys on other projects. I just put that one on finances, and I'll put this one on health, which means we can also put this neurosciences guy on health as well, because this is at 100% our Ultimate Sigma progress. And we're good to progress. We should be making even further leaps and bounds. Well, actually, you know what I should do? Hold up. Because these don't have to be these scientists. So I'm just going to put this Nikolai, was that his name? Nikolai, on health. It'll progress really slow, but at least it'll progress. And everybody seems to be kind of ready to go. I'm going to prepare to steal... Well, maybe I shouldn't prepare to steal that character just yet. I want my hacker to lower the alert level here a little bit. This right now is the only place that even still has an alert level that high, so... Okay, mission accomplished. We got all the intel we needed on this scientist. That's good. Oh, hey, that's where our guy went. So it must have been a Japan agent that infiltrated us. And now we've got a Chinese agent here, so... Oh, what's this? This is the beginning. Wait. Makes it possible to teleport anything across any conceivable distance, not just on Earth. So we can teleport across the stars. That's really cool. We could, publish our results or give it to the Star Frontier. Yeah, let's publish our results. I'm interested to see how high we can get this clock. We're minus 25 right now. We made it available for everybody in the whole world. So did we get all the way up to minus 40? Oh, he wants to request permission to see Durga Ghosh again. I need to maintain our relationship. I don't know who the fuck that is, but yeah, go ahead. I think it's one of the people that, he was, Oh, he's a pacifist now, and he'll be unavailable for 3 days. Okay, whatever. Yeah, he's our super agent. He pretty much is allowed to do whatever he wants. I don't know. It's a scientist. One of the ones he like. Wow, I cannot think of that goddamn word. Like, it persuaded sexually. I don't know how else to. Durga, gosh, it's this lady here, astrophysics. And they're done with the astrophysics, so I can put these guys on just other shit. Yeah, we got health going strong now. Robotics is going fine. Damn, that's going to progress extremely slowly, but again, at least it's going to progress. And the only reason to even steal scientists now is to just make it so other people can't use them. I'm not even sure some of these countries can even make the Sigma counter. Like, it takes 15 before you can work on the big Sigma project. The only person who can even come close is Germany, and he doesn't even have scientists. So let's hack. I'm going to hack Japan to lower the alert level. I'm going to wait a little bit before I do any operations over there. So I wonder how Germany feels now that I got my wife back. They like kidnapped my wife, and then I'm like, oh, okay, the wife's back. And he's like, well, shoot. 58% on the Ultimate Sigma project. Okay, so they found the secret detention center, and they're going to send us the coordinates. Okay, so we're going to send an agent to where that lady who was a Council of States, like secret agent, scientist, whatever the fuck. We can either send one of two people. We can send this girl here, the Trojan, or we can. Daedalus calls in and he's like, "Hey, I've hacked your communications. I would like to go steal this woman away first." And he's like, "We're offering you to work with us yet again." And she's like, no, they're trying to take over America. And they're like offering between the two of us, like, which one are we going to select? Are we going to select Lauren, aka Trojan, or Scarlet, aka Trojan, or Daedalus, aka Alex? We're going to select Scarlet, because we're going to do the good ending, everything good, everything right this time ending. So we get straight to an exfiltration where we play as, Trojan. Now we've got a spy drone, attack drone, no alert level, only 2.4 kilometers to travel. Now granted, Trojan does not have a weapon, so that's something to keep in mind. Alright, so in a cab going towards the extraction point, just go ahead and bribe the guy. I hope he refused the bribe. I hope you're half decent at fighting. A lot of surveillance. Try to hack the cameras. You're a hacker after all. Okay, and that lowered the alert system all the way down to 0, which got rid of the enemies. Found a car with a key in the ignition. That was very, very lucky. So we're going to like fly towards the exit. Cool. We didn't end up with any trouble there. Something else I think I noticed is that you know how we were supposed to be at like 40 on the minus 40 on the midnight clock? I think they got rid of that or didn't give us that bonus. Okay, so we already we're being introduced to Lauren Hawk here. She says thank you. We're like, hey, finish thanking us once you tell us what the hell you know about any of this. So she says, let's see, going about some of your normal conspiracies, this anti-United States conspiracy theories she's talking about. Okay, so somebody walks in and we're like, wow, it's the president of the United States. So this is the president. And he's like, good evening, everybody. And finally, the director, I'm glad to meet you in person. This is the first time we met the president. So he's like, you have my full confidence. So anyway, so now we're all going to get this sit rep from this Lauren Hawkins, ex-director of research at the Council of States. She says the Council of States use neuroscience technology to brainwash world leaders, including the Vice President of the United States. And they're like, oh, that's why the Vice President ordered Alex Porter's release, Daedalus. And we're like, the President says they can't believe it. So, and then my science team is like, well, we confirmed it's possible. And this lady's like, you have to believe us. We haven't been able to mind control you. Like, it only works on certain people, and it doesn't work on you. He's like, I would hope not. And she's like, okay, but what that means that in 5 days when you have your research summit, that they're going to assassinate you so that the vice president can take control. And he's like, oh, I have good security, the best in the world. And we're like, are you sure they aren't mind controlled? And he's like, well, I'm not sure. So anyway, we need all of our agents to be in the United States in 5 days, and Trojan's going to be there with us, and we're all going to have to be there to defend the president. So that is really fucking bad if this guy is still going to be on leave then. I don't know how long he's supposed to be away. Let me see if I can click on him and see. 2 days. Okay, so we'll have time. We got 5 days left. I'm going to just go ahead and pull everybody back to America. Do I have to do any counter spies? Oh, I do have a spy here. We'll identify him. And we're going to progress a couple turns. We're 58% up to 60%. And see, arrived in Washington, lowered Japan's alert level. Bad news, China completed the project codenamed Psychoflux. I don't know what that is. I guess we'll have to see. Take the brain of one of their dead agents and put it in a new body. So if we kill one of their agents, they immediately come back. But if I keep them kidnapped in my country, well, there's not much they can do then, now is there? So we can hack, and I'm going to hack... let's see, I think Turkey, it has a half decent high alert level right now, so we'll hack that. Liberty is fine. We're waiting to figure out the identity on this spy who's in our country. We're at 65% research. Okay, so it's a lady named Mask. I'm going to just go ahead and capture her. We've captured almost all of the spies here. Let's capture. Okay, and... this guy, I need him to come back to America yesterday. All right, so he'll be here, not just in time, but getting pretty close to the, pretty close to the end date of when we need everybody to be in America to guard the president. See, Turkey's thing has been dropped by 20%, their alertness. We captured Mask. And we're good to go. Oh, yep, here's our wife asking for something else. Right in the middle of negotiations with Turkey, somebody stole my diplomatic case. Yeah, I'll send you a drone. She had some kind of like a case, and we're going to send her a drone to try and get it back, I guess. However, we would use a drone to do that. So I'm going to wait 2 more turns. I'm just not even going to chance doing anything in case getting them tied up in something would mean, they're not here to protect the president. So the pharmaceuticals company is interested in our Sigma research in the health field. I think that they're just now contacting us because this is the first time we've made any kind of progress in their field. We're about to discover whatever their shit is. So the first level of panacea. China is about to be eligible for studying the Big Sigma research. All right. We got up to 75% their progress, and now it's time to defend the President of the United States, keep him safe. All right, we've got 4, people here. Everybody's kind of reporting in. She says like, oh, no problem here, no problem at the entrance. We're in the surveillance center. Everything looks fine. We're among the guests. They're all on the list. This guy's next to the president. I guess that's the best place for him. So they detected an intruder traveling on the roof. So what's our orders? We're going to say, focus on protecting the president. Don't worry about intercepting the intruder. So they're going to tighten security around them. I don't think this matters too much, but I just do everything that says take care of the president. The attack could take place at any time. The security service has been authorized to use weapons. They see cars approaching the entrance gate, and our president says, our maestro says, who's the head of security? The vice president. So that's no good. The head of security is the vice president. Get the president away from his security team now. So they're firing, they're protecting the president. Is the president safe? He's behind Scarlet, which is this character here. So she's like, oh, I'm injured, they're coming. Flee with the president, we'll cover you. There's a shelter at the end of the hallway, so they've got like a secret panic room here at the White House. Flee with the president and hide or trap the security team. So I'm going to just flee with the president, just keep them kind of, safe, the president and this Trojan character. Okay, the special forces are charging. The security team which attacked the president's been neutralized, and they've got the president somewhere safe. So we've got everything locked down. Whoever the enemy agent on the roof was Alex Porter, also known as Daedalus. And he's like, stop, Scarlet, or I'll kill you. But Scarlet shoots Alex and kills her instead. So one day, all members of the Council of States will suffer the same fate. So we thwarted their attack, and we did well. We only did our duty, we say. Very cute. So 2 hours later, the president is like, hey, you're going to take my number now. You report to me. He's like, you don't have an assistant that talks to me through them. He's like, America owes you, and so do I. He's like, you saved my life. I realize how important this is now. Anyway, he's like, I take your decisions very seriously. He's like, you call me. You have the full support of the U.S. government. And also, in addition to that, Scarlett Wilson, a.k.a. The Trojan, is going to work with us now. So she is a fifth agent we can use. We now have another very proficient hacker on our team. And we can now use her in future games as well. I know you're working on the ultimate Sigma technology that could change the world. And she's like, whatever happens, I want to tell you I don't regret the years we spent together. Blah, blah, blah. I love you. We'll just say thank you for being there. There we go. Very cute little conversation between us and them. So romantic relationship increased by 5%. Let's see where we're at between one another. So we're at 80%. I think that's good. I think we can... Yeah, I mean, we're at 75% here. I really don't think I have to do anything other than just progress. Does anybody have like big health studies? Nah, not really. Or robotic. Oh, you know what? I think surely we have somebody in robotics, don't we? Or did that guy die or leave? Or no, I think we only have who we have. I could at least put somebody here who's not a prisoner. She's a prisoner. He's not a prisoner. I could put her back on whatever finance studies she was doing, and then we'll put this guy here. So that'll happen at least a little bit quicker. This guy is a genius but non-specialized. He's whatever. He can stay there. So yeah, I think we can just keep progressing the turns for a little bit. Keep an eye out in case we ever run into any spies here. But otherwise, we're good to just kind of lock stuff down at my country. Moving to July 23rd, we're at 78%, so we're progressing by about 3%. We get a buff from our wife because they like us so much. Permanent 10% bonus with our leaders. We think that a scientist specializing in finance is working in Turkey. Well, thanks for the heads up, but I'm not really too worried about it. Until like somebody says like 50% Sigma research here, I'm not worried about it. So, President of the United States has contacted us. Turkey has abandoned the race for Sigma technology. Well, if they got any scientists over there, I think I'll send some over to steal them. Let's see. They do have one scientist over there, and I could probably get over there really quickly in our ship or whatever, our jet plane, our Batman-esque jet plane. So he lands there. He's in Istanbul. I'm going to go ahead and have him exfiltrate. Now, what does this lady want? Our Sigma division needs the rare metal scandium to build a next-generation computer chip. They need around 2 tons. There's a scandium deposits in France. Yeah, well... Fuck it, let me steal it from them. I don't really care. I'll pass on the message to the Special Operations Division. Yeah, our relationship with France dropped by 10%, but I don't really care. They don't really have anything there I don't think that I need. So yeah, let's go ahead and exfiltrate whatever kind of scientist this guy was and get our agents back home. Hopefully he can study even quicker whatever we have left. Nope. Okay, he lost the prisoner trait because he was a prisoner there, apparently. Let's see what he studies. Ooh, he studies finance, but we're all done with finance, so that's kind of unfortunate. Can I put him on anything else that hasn't been studied yet? Nope, because we did all of neurosciences and we did all of astrophysics, so... Really, at this point, it's like keep an eye out for any spies. If we have an emergency we need to respond to, we will. But otherwise, just kind of let this tick up here. July 26th. Nope, nothing to do there. Oh, we're getting a message from this guy. Oh, and he's giving us a reward for, what's it called? Our robotics research. Diplomacy increased when the combat drone is over a conflict zone, or give lightning to a random character. We just gave it to Trojan. And the World Bank is not happy with us, so they're like, no, we're not friends anymore. I don't care, if you study finance. I don't give a shit either. Let's just progress and keep moving. We're 83% up to 85%. we're close to the end here, and to get let's talk about it just a little bit closer to time. There's no enemy spies here, so we can continue on. 86%. Damn, this is kind of lame a little bit that I have to go through all this stuff. So the whole country is listening. They want us to broadcast on the national radio. Millions of people are listening. So I know we have the ability to lose, like progress the doomsday clock or lose people who are interested in us. We'll just say it's really complicated. Hopefully they'll understand that. Okay, our relationship with leadership has dropped by 15%, but that's just fine because we're still we were just at 100%. They're not gonna fire us. I'm really not worried about that. Okay, and we're close to discovering a lot of just random ass technologies, none of which I'm that concerned about. 88% up to 89%. Okay, we got an enemy spy in our territory. Well, we're gonna have to take care of his ass, aren't we? Whoever this character Papa is. Alright, progress to the next day. I keep thinking next week because I just played Yes, Your Grace not too long ago. Okay, we think a scientist specializing in health is working in China. No, I was about to say, didn't you just call and say fuck you to us? Now the finance lady is like, you can no longer be our enemy because you've studied our technology. Get out of here, bitch. I don't care about your finance bullshit. Okay, so we figured out who the spy was. I'll send him to go get it. Oh, autonomous combat robots can be deployed anywhere on Earth. Interesting. Okay, the Force 1 project is complete. We can keep it to ourselves and use them. I guess we'll keep it. I don't really know what that does. Let's see what it does. And I think maybe we can give it to people. Durable mobile robot. The prototype has been deployed, is ready to carry out an exfiltration. I guess we give it to Maestro, and it will. He's like now got a cyborg with him or something. Okay, I'll do it before the calendar reminds you. Oh, it's our anniversary. How about we do a dinner date, which means that we'll have to send a diplomatic jet, which means that our country takes another hit to our relations, but I don't care because they think we're spending it on something superfluous, and they'd be kind of right, but we'll go ahead and capture another spy and progress to the next turn. We're at 92%. Germany has not even made 1% progress. It's a real shame. Let's see, our mistakes are stacking up. He's like, we won't be able to support you fully, the president says, who's this guy who just like not long ago was like, you're my best friend and all this shit. He's like, you saved my life. Where are we at in the Sigma research exactly? Robotics is really the only thing lacking, but I don't think I have anybody who could do it quicker. Well, hold up. Specialty, heartbroken, and prisoner. No, god damn it. That's really unlucky. Astrophysics, maybe. Let's see. Total speed is 0.2. If I put her here, how does that look? 0.5. Okay, so that will progress faster. Putting him on there, I guess, was kind of a stupid decision, but oh well. Let's go ahead and end the turn and progress forward. 92% up to 93. We're just inching our way along here. All right. What does this guy have to say? China has completed the project codenamed Lazarus, which I believe lets them bring people back from the dead. People are now immortal. Let's hope that it has a positive impact. Uh-oh. Actually, if I don't win this game very soon, we might get locked into not the best ending. Okay, I enjoyed working together on our last mission. What would you say to dinner tomorrow? Are you trying to flirt with me? No, I'm sorry, man. You're like a god tier. Oh, he got the bloodthirsty trait. Damn. So now he'll kill people out on the field. I think he lost it. Didn't he have the pacifist trait before? Well, we got to take a look at that. Seducer. Yeah, he's got bloodthirsty now. Maybe he got pacifist, or maybe it just got rid of it whenever he did that. Damn. So I had to rebuff Meister. I mean, I'm a married man, dude. Sorry. We're up to 95% now. 5 more turns, hopefully. No, whenever you discover Lazarus, it means that people are immortal now, like in the world. And if you release that technology to the public, it has a chance to either move the doomsday clock way forward or way back. And I'm hoping that it doesn't move it forward because we're really close to getting the best ending. Oh, Japan just now finally got the chance to research the Super Sigma technology. Oh, and Professor Gosh is talking to us. I've been very interested in the field of animal intelligence for a number of years. They want to study it, and they're like, I know I can't work on this stuff while I would like to study animal biology, but that's fine. We'll just tell them that they can do whatever. I don't even know what they worked. They probably worked on robotics, but they're not like a robotic scientist. All right, let's go ahead and progress. I think we'll finish the game by the time that, she would be finished anyway. So, all right, I think we're good to go. So let's see what this guy said. Japan has figured out e-coins. Whatever that would mean. So Japan activated the technology. Individual national currencies will disappear, replaced by a single global monetary system. Oh, and we lost 2 scientists for that. They bribed away some of our scientists, but that's fine because we're about to win. Another scientist is talking to us. A journalist called me about some experiments I did in the past. We'll just say work hard and there won't be any article. This way you don't get a negative response one way or the other. You can actually run down the doomsday clock, or run it up, I guess. Okay, so here's how you get the best ending, right? Your wife has to be alive. They don't even have to like you or hate you or anything else. They just have to be alive. Can't be dead. And then also the doomsday clock has to be at minus 15 or lower. What that means is minus 16, 17, 18, all okay. 14, 13, 12, you won't get the best ending. So I hope I made that as clear as I possibly could. So we progress. I guess we've got maybe one more day that I have to do. Got kind of unlucky on the roll there, apparently. Oh my goodness, what does this woman want? Giving us a reward. Agents on exfiltration missions start with more HP. Sounds good to me. All right, now we're at 100%. Damn, Japan did a 12% jump there. They came up close. They're a close second. But fortunately, unfortunately, we just won. So now this should be the best ending. So they all start off kind of the same. So they completed the Sigma project. And we're like, what is that? Wasn't that the name of a technology? It's also a project. So it means the singularity. So they've been trying to make it so that in a certain word, it will turn people into gods. And so they're like, it's waiting its first guinea pig, who will be you. Like, the person who undergoes the effects of the Sigma project will change. They'll transcend. Their mind will acquire a level of intelligence from another stage of evolution beyond our understanding. It's like ants trying to understand our society. So basically, as I said before, it'll make you super intelligent, super powerful. It transforms men into gods. There's only one machine, but one day they're hoping to have a machine for every human on the planet to turn everybody into gods. And they're like, are you willing to hop in? And we say, turn the machine on. Yes, my mind is sharper. I feel like I can see all the things around us. I can read your thoughts. I remember everything clearly. Time freezes. No, I'm the one who thinks faster, too fast. Okay, so they see through matter. I feel your mind's frozen, slow, handicapped. So in this ending, there's no limits to our perception. I feel I could transform your thinking. I know that less than a second has passed since you started this machine. So all this has happened. We've read everybody in the whole world's minds in less than a second, and we're like, but we're going to help you. We could hurt you, but we're going to help you. All these human consciousness, these emotions that I now find so crude, you have no idea how refined my feelings for you are. And so it kind of loves you. Like, he even loves his people in kind of a way that, God is described as. He's like, I love you in ways I can't even describe. I'll ignite your minds. You will follow my path. You too will transcend all of humanity all at once without the need for a machine. So they don't even have to build machines. We're just going to transcend them for them. You will rise beyond the limits of your bodies and your past. In a few seconds, you will be as awake and free as I. We will become beings of pure thought and energy, able to travel freely through the universe. So it truly transcends all human beings into God, basically. So they ascended us, and then we're going to ascend everybody else. In the stars, our divine race will flourish and be a guiding light to those who wish to join us. So we're going to travel all across the universe in a blink of an eye and ascend, all kinds of races all across the universe and travel the whole universe, and there'll never be hate again, and everybody's God. How beautiful is that, huh? Okay, so there's something I want to do. We got our rank end there. I did say I'm going to play through this game twice, but I was kind of thinking about it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through it twice up from the moment that there was the split between Daedalus and the Trojan. Let's see. Oh, I even used the wrong first name. That's how thrown off I am. Doctor. Let's see. Dirk. Okay, we're a man. We're in the United States. And we can pick a new spouse. We've got even a few more to pick here. I'm just going to pick this time Ranny Zeta. And I want to build my team with you guys. I'm going to pick all new characters. We can skip this intro here. Okay. So let me think about everybody that I could pick here. Liberty was such a good decision. Damn, we actually have a lot of good picks that we exhausted last time. So I don't know what Morrigan does. So she's kind of she's like a female maestro, 4'8", but her stats are 6'7". Negotiator, seducer, bloodthirsty. I think I'm gonna try and recruit this lady. She's got a warrant out in France, but who cares? Let's see, had an education par excellence. Oh, damn, that's a lot. Her purpose was to ensure the prosperity of her company. Let's see. And her current employer isn't paying her as well as before. Oh, so does she just want more money? You want to know what so this is like a hacker type deal. I don't want that. I'm looking for a good industrial spy without scruples for a well-paid contract. Probably that one. Do me one little favor and I'll cancel all the arrest warrants out for you. Damn, I think we're going to just say we're going to pay her well. Okay, so we've got our elite member. Now, I need a good hacker. So this girl is smart, but I don't think she's what I'm looking for. Slavic? I think that's the guy I had. No, this isn't the guy I had last time. I had, not even Leak. Oh, I had Gamera. This was the character I was thinking. I was like, it doesn't matter that he's bloodthirsty. I think we're going to pick Slavic for this if we can convince him. I want a 31-year-old millionaire in the West. His business continues to run smoothly. Let's see, there are many bad things in the world. I need muscle. This will make us rich. I'll cancel all the arrest warrants. Ooh, he does have a lot of arrest warrants everywhere. Let's see, he's impressed. So we've got our hacker. Next, this was our counter spy agent. Let me think. This Bishop? Nah, he's high profile puppet master. I don't want that. See, we could do... this guy could be our counter spy agent. See, temperamental. Okay. I could see hiring Punch here. Let's see. Give me a reason why I could work with you. He was a boxer, a bare knuckle boxer. He was taking part in multiple riots and murders in jails, and authorities were forced to intern him in a special high security facility where he's remained for the last 20 years. Let's see. I need your insight and skills to make the world a better place. Let's see. Something about God. I don't think he's religious. No. And he indulges in violence for his own sake. So yeah, I need to give a few enemies a beating. He's like, well, you got a field agent. Now, let's see, we got the counter spy. Maybe you should just get another field agent, a good one. Bishop doesn't seem to be that great. Ryder, maybe. Oh, he's kind of good across the board. Maybe. Let me see. No, I don't want Rambler. You know what? I think no, because I've already got another agent. Maybe I should do another hacker. No. I need another field agent. Let's do... Damn. None of these are like particularly great, just kind of scanning across them with my eyes. I don't want Bishop. I keep flipping back and forth on Bishop. Okay, between ideal, okay, methodological, smuggler, puppet master. I think I'm gonna do Ryder. Yeah, he has a higher strength chance. See, local gang chief, races. The reason for this shift. Let's see, there are vigilantes on their way to becoming a political power. The reason for this shift was the death of their leader at the hands of the Yamaguchi Gumi. He has been secretly replaced by his sister. Oh, this is a woman. So everybody thinks it's a guy who always wears a motorcycle helmet with an opaque visor, who has an unrelenting penchant for violence and justice. Okay. I can help you reconcile with your past. I know who you really are. Work with me and I'll give you the means to grow your organization. All right, we're going to make a good team, they say. Okay, this is a very interesting team. And I'm going to go ahead and get like the early shit out of the way, like do all this early stuff. And then I'll be back whenever we actually have the split between Maestro and Trojan, so that we can do one of the more evil endings. I'll be back in a second. Okay, we've made it back here to the end, or near, in the mid to end game, where we've captured Trojan, and they come in and they ask us for Daedalus and Trojan. So I imagine that Daedalus will come in here in just a second. They're like asking me right now for Trojan. Let's see. She's all yours, Nicola. Director, you made the right choice. So he came with Alex Porter, Agent Daedalus. Alex, you may come in. He is our head of field operations and an accomplished spy. Oh, okay. He says, I wasn't spying on you. I was ensuring that you're... So he was like, I wasn't spying on you. I was counter-spying for you. That's why I didn't tell you. So you've decided to be honest with us, Den. And so we'll do the same. We need you. Okay, look at this photo. So we're now hunting up a Lauren Hawkins for these characters. I still don't think we're split. Like, I bet Trojan gets away and then asks us to like help her get into this facility, because I think that's the split. Anyway, I imagine that this is the same quest line but from the other kind of angle. So we're now working with the Council of States. We captured Trojan, captured in our spy. So we should kind of talk about where we're at, kind of. Well, let's get through this. So we lost one of our scientists. It was because of somebody else discovering Hypnos. Anyway, so here's where we are on the map. Most of the Asiatic, or I guess all of the Asiatic countries are out of the race. Also, the United Kingdom. I think one of these popped recently. So no. They must not have had any scientists or whatever. So currently in the running is India. They're kind of the closest to us in terms of progress. We're still in the lead. Looking at our Sigma data here, we have almost fully done up the robotics. We have fully done up astrophysics. I didn't realize that we did. I'm going to go ahead and put him on, I guess, medicine. It doesn't matter. Medicine's the least amount of progress that we have through, and we're about to fully discover all of the robotics. I think I might have already said that. We're about halfway on clear coins and Fidelis, the neurosciences and the finance respectively. Alright, so we can progress. We're at minus 21 Doomsday Clock, but that's fine, because I'm going to be able to get a sub 15 whenever we discover our next big technology, I think. So, where are we at in the grand scheme of things? I think I have some spies on... Yeah, I do have spies. Oh, also, one more thing I should mention. If I go to our spouse, let's see, 25% relationship. Oh, she's deceased? I don't think that's right. If she died, I certainly haven't seen where she's died, but our relationship with her is really low. I don't know, maybe she did die, because I've been kind of having an affair with the magician here. Oh, also, I haven't explained this. We got the magician because my fucking other agent turned out to be a double agent, so we had to kill him. So, kind of crazy stuff we've been on. Definitely a wild ride the second one has been. So, I'm going to send these characters. Let's see, Germany would be a good target, but I think I'm going to... let's see, how far are we through hacking on this? We're 1 out of 2 turns of the way there. So, where do I know where there are... where there are targets? Damn, I don't know anywhere where there's targets. I think what I'm going to do... I'm going to go sit these guys in India, and I'm going to make that the next target where we're going to hit for scientists. We have a lot of agents already captured. Damn, we just got about 10% there increase towards the Sigma project. Okay, so we need to capture Venom. I actually don't have many great people here to capture now that I'm thinking about it. Well, good thing we can travel in one turn. I'm going to send this guy back. I'm going to send the magician to India. And then I'm going to have our Slavic, our hacker, over here in India. Let's just... we need to locate scientists. That way we can freeze their progress. And we're good to go. Oh, wait. One agent has no mission. I'll just have her recon. Get things ready for us to start doing missions around there. Yeah, we're July 8th. We're making crazy good progress. Let's see, Mumbai. Oh, nice. We hit we just discovered the final thing in robotics. So this is actually going to be really cool. Wait till you see what we can do with this technology that we got from robotics. So it's an Abaddon. The ultimate aerial drone is built in a new ultra-light ceramic, and it is capable of withstanding a nuclear blast. Its AI is autonomous, and its clean nuclear reactor allows it to stay in the air indefinitely. The most worrisome aspect of it is its ability to self-replicate from recovered materials. A single Abaddon can become thousands in a matter of weeks. So, we've talked before about gray goo in a previous Let's Play. It's the idea of like a autonomous kind of like micro machine sort of in that specific example, and it can self-replicate, and it'll eventually become like a gray goo, and if it gets out of control or outside of the ability for you to control it, it can like just eat, and you can't really kill it because like, it can withstand a nuclear blast, this Abaddon of all things. So now we can choose whether to use it or whether not to. Now this is going to be what we use to sort of drop our doomsday clock to sub 15. So we're going to retain this technology for our own use, and we're going to use it in a very interesting sort of way. So Abaddon is the ultimate military robot. It can duplicate itself, blah, blah, we already did. The upper chain of command ordered it to be deployed immediately in Russia. Let's see, they have no idea they condemned millions to death. The country is in the grip of anarchy, so basically it knocks a fucking country clean out of the race. And I think since Russia was near the top, they got knocked out. So yeah, we moved the doomsday clock forward 10 minutes. We lose relationship with all other countries. But yeah, Russia's out of the running now. That's kind of morbid. No hard feelings IRL against Russia. If it was up to me, I would have actually chose Germany because they have scientists that I want. But hey, what can you do? So I do have somebody here to exfiltrate, a scientist, and I need to counter espionage against this Venom. And we're flush across the board. Oh yes, discover the locations of Lauren Hawkins. So I need to get into contacts with India. I might give them just something that they really want. Damn, that meeting is going to be tomorrow. You know what? I really can't. Can I cancel that meeting? Fuck it. We'll just go to it. Worst thing that happens is they tell us no. So India is second in kind of the race. See, they arrived at Moscow. We captured Venom, and we now know where we know where the Indian scientists are. Okay, that's interesting for us. Director, we should strengthen our relationship. I don't know anything about you. Let me just say thank you for making time to schedule me in. He's like, fine, get to the point. Damn. Okay, so we're off to a tough start. Lauren Hawkins is what we want, and in return, I'm willing to release your agent. Okay, they're about a quarter, maybe a third. Venom. You want Venom back, our big boy? No, he does not care that much. That's fine. I need to come into that with more leverage anyway. So did anybody grab this guy yet? Nope. We have the ability to travel very quickly. So do I have anybody else back here? Nope. I thought maybe we might end up with some agents or something, but I'm going to send this person over to India so that we can start gathering some dirt. I don't want to trade one of their guys. I would much rather, I don't want scientists. I'd much rather just have ransomware to trade instead of giving them back one of their units, because I don't want to deal with that, as you might assume. Okay, we're in the United States, so we're dropping off the scientists we just stole. Everybody else is doing fine, nothing special. Okay, so I need people to investigate. Okay, so these guys are now friendly towards us now that we made big leaps and bounds in the neuroscience division. I think I'm going to go ahead. I want to put a scientist on neuroscientist to study. Yeah, that's good. Because I want to get that close to the victory condition so that whenever we're ready to win, we can just win. All right, so I want to investigate this character. And I'm not really worried about capturing these guys. I mean, India is so far behind right now that I'm not really worried about it. I guess we'll maybe try to discover something about the scientist. What's this guy doing? He's doing all right. I'm going to move him. I guess come out here and help us. I mean, we have so many scientists. I should probably show off actually how many scientists and captured agents I actually have. Oh, hey, Saint is a good guy to recruit. Okay, arrived in Mumbai. We know a little bit about this guy, the ambassador. He's narcissistic, highly susceptible to flattery, and we got the ransomware installed, so that's good. I need just a little bit more leverage though on this guy, so go ahead and investigate. Okay, hold up though real quick. So we've got 3 agents here, and we've got fucking 12, 13 scientists. So I'm going to go ahead and interrogate the Indian agent. Say, do it. You'll get nothing from me. Okay, let's start with sleep deprivation. That's a lot of damage. Tell me about the Indian Sigma head. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and suspend the interrogation. Very good girl. We did well there. Okay, now I wonder if we have any compromising information on the head now. Okay, he's a narcissist, he's craven. If you threaten them with something concrete. Okay, well, I do want to threaten him. Let's give this one more turn here. Let me identify who this is. And let's get a hack going here. I want to drop Germany's alert level. Okay, and we are good to progress. Let's see, we're at 43%. That's good. Let's see if we got any information. We got history of violence. So, a video report of a journalist who spent months investigating the diplomat's past, unearthing unimaginably violent acts. Damn, the journalist never was able to report them. 10-4. Okay, well, we've got something to use on them. The Sigma division needs rare metal scandium to build a next generation computer chip. It's in India. Yeah, just go ahead and steal it. Fuck them guys. We're about to have trouble with them anyway. So, okay, let's give them a ring because we are in a heck of a position to. We're in a heck of a position to negotiate now. All right, so let's just get straight to our meeting. Karen Thauror. We should strengthen our relationship. Well, I've got something that might help strengthen it a little bit. There's a dossier about you being violent. I would like to know about Lauren Hawkins. He says, what do you offer in exchange? I am willing to give you the ransomware keys so you can use your computers again. All right, so let's go ahead and end the turn. I really don't know that I care, about India even having scientists. Let's see, director, good work. Hawkins is ours, good. I could do without compliments from an amateur spy. Damn, we really don't like these motherfuckers, do we? Oh, I'm certainly not yours. I refuse to work for the Council of States. And he's like, well, we'll see. Okay, I think you know how to persuade difficult people. We don't use violence against civilians. Use whatever preferred method to get her on our side. Just make sure she's alive. Oh, okay. So she asks us, we're going to do what with her? Torture? But we're in America. Damn, welcome to the country of Guantanamo. Damn, that's some historical torturing significance. That's funny. All right, so we do have a spy back in our base, and we just unlocked a new technology. I don't know what this one is. We'll see here. It is, damn, agents will now always listen to our orders. I wish I had that for the guy who was betraying us earlier. Alright, we'll give this to, is there even anybody who really needs this? 3 agents? I'm really not worried about, this agent will never resign no matter how far they're pushed. I don't know, give it to Slavic Magician, not Magician. I don't know. I'm kind of coming around to not liking Magician all that much, but he is an elite unit, so it's kind of crazy. We do have 2 elite units. They let me hire another one, so. Okay, we need to convince Hawkins to work for us. Where is she? Is she, is that somebody I can, torture? And I'm trying my, okay, no, they're a spy. They're back at our, no, we just had a spy come here. So where, okay, there she is. All right, we have to make her work for us. What do you want from me? Okay, we have to be careful not to kill her. Sleep deprivation first. Okay. Oh, it was easy as that. Okay, I'll work for you. See, it's not so difficult after all. Okay, we're good at manipulating people. We'd have placed you much higher in the Council of States. And then we'd say, then we'd have the pleasure of refusing that much sooner. I don't know why we're being so rude. It seems like we should be kind of working with these people since we are working with them. But anyway, I won't keep you waiting. We got a new mission for you. You remember Scarlett Wilson? Yes, the the conspiracy theorist, the Trojan. She and her rebellion group are currently gathering the elements required for a secret plan. Okay. Do you really think I'm going to work for you without knowing more? Trust me, it's not a real problem. Damn hackers. Scarlet is somewhere in the world, probably not far from a Sigma laboratory. Find her. Bring her to me. Alright, well, we'll do that again, I guess. Probably the quickest way to have that happen... Well, hold up. Let me bring everybody back to the United States, actually. I'm going to have this guy hack and try and discover the location of this Trojan character. So, okay, we got another new agent. That's nice. Arrived, everybody's back now. I'm gonna have, we unlocked e-coins. I wonder what this means, because I haven't really done much of the finance shit. So, we could apply it to ourselves. E-coins technology ensures that our nation is impossible to hack as long as this agent is on counter-espionage operations. I guess that's interesting enough. I'm just shrugging as whatever. I don't think I've really been hacked before. Okay, so as long as they're on counter-espionage, I mean, Slavic's constantly on counter-espionage. Yes, I need to find whoever this agent is that is on our soil immediately. And then we're on the lookout for... Oh, you know what? I think I have somebody else who can hack also. I think I gave somebody a hacker stat. Was it this lady? No. Oh, it was probably the magician, actually. And I got him busy doing something, so we're just going to go ahead and progress the week. Up to 64%. We're making crazy progress. Yep, we found her at Turkey. Well, time to send somebody over there to get her. We're facing a serious crisis of civil disorder. People have taken to the streets. People don't like the Sigma advances because they're only being used for the wealthy. Let's see. Crush this insurrection by any means necessary, I guess. So they're going to pass along our recommendation, and that moves the doomsday counter forward 2 minutes. Alright, to dominate the financial field. Let's see. Investigating the Turkish diplomat becomes easier. No. Increase the effect of choosing economic agreement. I guess we'll take that. So find and exfiltrate Scarlet Wilson. We're going to send our my equivalent to like the super unit to go get her. Oh no, I don't. I need him just pretty well constantly hack and at least find us more and more targets kind of around the world, just in case I need to go get them. In case anybody gets too uppity, I'll go steal like India's units, their scientists. Okay, so the spy is here. It's Liberty. That's an interesting situation. So we'll try and get her out of here, and we can now exfiltrate this character abduct them once we get another turn to pass us by. And we're at 67 up to 72, another 5%. We're getting closer to 100. Unable to capture Liberty, but the exfiltration is ready. Alright, well, I'll have somebody else try again there. Okay, they're able to put dead agents into a new body, but I'm not worried about that because we'll just keep your agents, and then we don't have to worry about how many new bodies they get. She might be able to steal one of our scientists. I don't quite know how that's going to work, but anyway, we're now capturing Trojan. They have no alertness in Turkey, and I'm sending my best unit, so I'm not worried about this at all. We're 2.4 kilometers out. We just have to exfiltrate her. I haven't done this side of the quest of things yet, so I'm kind of interested in how it'll go. Take a hostage. Who cares? It didn't go well. Great. Alright, even though my strength stat is 7. Alright, search the ambulance for anything you can use to treat yourself or steal the ambulance. Yes, I'll take that. We've got a car now moving very fast, but our alert level is up really high. I'm not too worried about it though, because this character, as one of their perks, has like a robot they can drop that can win any confrontation. One confrontation. Go back into the streets. It's like a maze. If they're suspicious of you, don't waste time. Get out of there. Whatever. And we ran straight into these guys. Yeah, I can use Force 1. It eliminates the threat. It just kills a whole bunch of innocents every time that I use it. So, I don't know. I'm not worried about it. We're exfiltrated now anyway. So, we got this character back, and I'm sure the story will progress, which will be kind of interesting. Oh, it hung there just for a second. Okay, so they'll be back next turn. Let's go ahead and... Whoa, I could, like I said, want to use this guy pretty much... Whoa, to always hack. We'll have him just hack, I don't know, France. And I would like them to hack... I would like to know where scientists are in low alertness countries, because those would be the easiest to infiltrate. So we found Scarlet. I expect compensation equal to my efforts. Damn, traitors, thugs, mafia, you kidnap innocent people. Damn. Porter, kill her. What the fuck? And she's like, what? He gets out his weapon. Kill me, I don't care, but you know what? We discovered your plan. We know everything. All about your plan to assassinate the president. And then he kills her. Holy shit. And we said, that felt good. In my office now? What the fuck? I get the feeling that I'm going to need to explain myself quickly. So he's going to be honest with us. The goal of this Council of States is to control the United States and the whole world. They brainwash those key heads of administration using Sigma neuroscience techniques. And Susan Harris, our superior, is their pawn. Oh, okay, as is the vice president. Damn, that's crazy. But the president is able to resist our control. We plan to assassinate him during the White House reception to celebrate Sigma discoveries. Okay, and they're going to assassinate the president. It's easy with these mind control techniques, but if this damn Scarlet's to be believed, Rebellion knows. So the Rebellion knows about it, and they're going to try and stop it. So we're playing the other side, it kind of looks like. The head of the CIA is one of ours, but there's a certain level of risk, obviously, that goes to an assassination. I don't think you understand. If this assassination fails, everything could fall, and we'll be the first, as we're an accomplice. So we have 5 days to get all our operatives back to the United States. Oh, great. And Liberty made it away, and I don't think she stole anything. So I guess everybody's already here and already ready. We're just kind of waiting on people to heal up. We're at 83% on the Sigma project. I might have to pump the brakes even. They cracked the French security system. Oh, nice. We're going to get a reward for our excelling in robotics. We'll do permission to kill for Ryder. Just make them stronger with guns. And we'll just keep progressing the turns until something happens. Okay, we got 3% there, so now we're probably going to slow up a little bit on getting closer to the Sigma progress, the final Sigma progress. So we lost one of our scientists, that makes sense. That's fine, we're still close to the end. I better make sure everybody is, all these slots on the Rider filled. They are. Okay, then we can just keep going. We're like way ahead of everybody else in terms of science progress, so... Okay, we're all good. We'll do 2 more turns, and then we'll assassinate that guy at the U.S. We're at 93% progress. Ooh, with the zero system, demand can be instantly matched to global supply, eliminating local scarcity. This is dawn of a post-money, post-scarcity economy. It's what we want. Okay, so I imagine that this is probably either going to raise the doomsday clock, yep, or we can just give it to the World Bank. So we can make it so that people never really want ever again. And instead of that, we gave it to the World Bank. These are those people that I told to fuck off in the last playthrough, so... every country's leadership is indebted to us because we did not destroy capitalism. Shrug. Okay, we are disappointed to see your progress in the health field, your little progress in the health field. Whatever. So these guys are going to reward us. Investigate the French diplomat easier. Any arrest warrants issued have a 50% chance to be rescinded. Whatever. Okay. One more turn, and we should be able to do... protect the president or assassinate the president. They infiltrated the presidential reception and security is tight. We got eyes on the target. Okay, we're behind Daedalus. We're going to cover Daedalus, this character, the biker. Behind the security team, ready to neutralize them. So the security team is apparently not on our side. We're at the surveillance center and we can cut the alarms. And this lady is in range of the president if needed. So if they have to do it. All right, he's got to act. Create a diversion or attack now and take them by surprise. Let's create a diversion because nobody knows we're coming. They neutralize a Secret Service agent, uses radio to disperse the president's security. I think this is a character. It's supposed to be a character. New Bob X brings out weapon. Watch out, this man's armed. And then he fires. The president's Secret Service guards are firing. Okay, what's the status of the target? Target's still alive. Okay, incompetence. All our lives are at risk in this mission. Okay, so this guy's giving cover fire. We're not going to get anywhere like this. We need to lose them. The president will take refuge in his office. Find another way to get to him. Launch an attack on the guards. No, we got to keep our target in mind. Memorize this plan for the White House. I know a way, so we're going to make our way to the hidden area. I can hear the sirens of the special forces. Oh, we don't have time. The president's barricaded himself in the Oval Office with a bodyguard. Has an electronic lock. Our hacker's going to hack it, and we'll contain the special forces. Take care. No. We need to break down the door. We need to stay focused on the target. It's an electronic lock. He can do it. So he hacks it. It's done. Launching the final assault. Fires on the president's bodyguard. Eliminates the guard. And then the president's all that's left. Consider yourself to be a necessary sacrifice. He's like, who the hell are you? And then we kill him. Or he kills him. Director, the operation is a success. Okay, let's pull out. I'll inform Nicola that the vice president, the future president, will cover us immediately. Okay, so he's going to probably give us like pardons. All right, the vice president's taking control of the United States, which is a way of saying that the Council of States is now in control, and they thank us. I'm expecting a reward that makes this high treason worthwhile. So he's asked Susan Harris to grant full powers for our mission. We'll have the full support of the quote-unquote American government. We're like, okay, whatever. I'd like you to take Alex Porter, Daedalus, as our agent. So pretty much that's the split there. We get Daedalus in one ending. We get Trojan in another. So anyway, whatever. Cool. So we can now use him in future games if we wanted to. This is a scientist asking for our permission to work as a animal biologist. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're so close to the end here. And so now, since anytime we do an ending that's sub 15 minutes till midnight, then we'll get this specific bad ending. Let's see. We're alarmed by India's progress. Dude, you can suck my nuts. I'm good off that. Never. I don't work with terrorists, so we can see what it means to say no to a terrorist now. Damn it, the doomsday clock moved back. You're shitting me, dude. Oh well, at least it didn't go plus 15, or I'd probably have to do something. We'll just do mind control. Doesn't matter. So we've now got 5 units here. I'm not going to use any of them. Do I got any spies? In my joint, and I didn't, by the way. So health and robotics. Do I have any people who are like real gas at health? I've also lost like quite a few scientists. So I'm going to put this dude just wherever, and I'm going to move this lady over here. I think that means that they'll work faster. So we're at 95%. Let's just go ahead and progress to the next turn. So now, since we're we're between negative 14 and 0 of the world clock, we'll get a different, more bad ending this time. Your efforts and operational investments to dominate the neuroscience field have not gone unnoticed. Just give me treason. It literally doesn't matter. Just give it to Morrigan. Who cares? All right, and one more turn, and I'm thinking we'll probably win. Yep, we just hit 100% in the final Sigma project. So they're going to create God, and we just got the Soma project done. Whatever, literally doesn't matter. I'll just give it to. Whoa, yeah, that could change the ending there. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to give it to the Council of States. They're happy that we gave them the Soma project. Of course, something that brainwashes people. So it'll allow us to mentally condition entire people to be happy while establishing tight control and surveillance. Whoa, and that moved the doomsday clock forward 5 minutes. That's no good. Give me increased confidence. Who gives a shit? Okay, so we won. And now we can kind of just... So they completed the Sigma project. We're like, whoa, wasn't that... What is that? And they're like, it's the singularity. It's where you can become God. So they're like, you want to be the first guinea pig? You're like the one who deserves it. You got us here after all. It turns a man into a god, and we'll create tons of these for everybody in the whole world. Okay, we can read your thoughts, and you're all afraid of me. You're right to fear me. I can do anything. So this is who we are now, kind of like an eldritch being. I remember every detail of the war I'm winning. My analytical skills have increased tenfold. I understand my mistakes. I could have crushed my enemies so easily. Time freezes. No, it is I who was thinking faster. It wasn't that time was frozen. It's just that I thought so quickly. You don't deserve the power and glory I feel now, which I deserve by my sacrifices and excellence. I will abandon you, you poor animals. I can alter energies of minds. I will erase all of the Sigma data from your computer databases and brains. You will not become God. I will abandon you to this fratricidal war. You are of no more interest to me. I despise you. Your limited intelligence makes me ashamed. Damn. So basically we become kind of like an eldritch god, and we turn ourselves outward to conquest the universe. We don't give a shit about just one little planet. I will become the judge and architect of civilizations of unimaginable sophistications. Jesus, I leave you to your war, your hatred, and your fears. Goodbye forever. So we take away their ability to ever become gods, and we become one ourselves and become sort of like a terror to the universe. So let's see what rank we get here. It should be similar. I mean, my ranks are always similar. Diplomat. Alright, so I'll be back with the last ending in just 2 seconds. No more playthroughs, one more ending. Alright, we're finally here ready for the neutral ending. It took me a lot because my doomsday clock ended up getting fucked up, and for some reason I wasn't getting rewards from hitting some like tiers or whatever, but that's not super important. All that really matters is that we're here now. I need to use my best medicine man. Is that Kobayashi? Yeah, it's close enough. It'll take another turn or two, but I literally had to like steal every scientist. There's still 2 out there in the wild, one in China, one in Japan, and then also you can just look here and see how many scientists we have. We have 17 scientists and 5 prisoners. So yeah. And I got a perk that says that every 10 turns it rolls back the clock by 1 minute. So I would have eventually gotten it no matter what, thankfully, but I don't know. It was getting to be just like a big pain in the ass to get kind of like the doomsday clock rolled back, but we're there now. So for the neutral ending, it's the exact same as the good ending. You need more than or like between -16 and -30 doomsday clock, and then you also need your spouse to not be alive versus the good ending where they need to be alive. So all right, we just hit 100%. Okay, we're good. And I discovered everything. I know you have an enemy agent in detention. They keep asking me to torture my the enemy agents, but I keep telling them no, and they hate me for it. But they always kill my fucking agent or my prisoners. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just skip through this dialogue so we can get nearest to the end, and we can see what the neutral ending is. All right, we feel the effects. Now I can observe the web of time. I could have saved so many lives. I could have saved Ruhi. That's our girlfriend or wife or whatever. I guess it is our wife because they have our last name. Time freezes. No, it is I who is thinking faster, too fast. I can now see through matter. I feel your spirits frozen, slow, handicapped. Whoa, that's fucking slick. I feel capable of anything, of influencing the course of time, destroying civilizations, or transforming them into gods. I could save us all and take us far from war, or to a world that we would build. But do we deserve this evolution? I think this ending, we're like, no, we don't deserve to evolve and go out and see the stars and stuff. Instead, we're going to go back in time and erase Sigma theory from the history of humanity. We have failed to demonstrate that we can make peaceful use of divine power. And so, you know, since we can't be, it's like, since we can't be trusted with Sigma theory, we're just going to go back in the past and delete it. And I mean, I don't know if it's deleting the knowledge of it or like just the whole idea of Sigma theory, but hey, that's been that. That is all 3 endings. This run actually went a little bit longer than last time, so we might get a couple more points. Director of National Intelligence. I guess that's been our highest score so far. But anyway, yeah, that's been Sigma Theory. I know this was a bit of an odd one for a strategy game and stuff like that. It was kind of linear, and I'd use the same strategy a lot over and over again, but it's still fun to replay it. I think it would be very fun to like do like a randomizer on this and like just randomly roll which agents you have to pick, because imagine if you got just like all hackers. Oh my goodness, what would you do then? I mean, you'd be able to hack a lot, but or if you got like all field operatives, or if you got a bunch of shitty field operatives, people who wouldn't listen to you, those would all be kind of fun. But anyway, that's been Sigma Theory. I think as far as like, you know, I've talked about everything I like. The only thing kind of don't like is like the feeling of potential. I followed this game while it was being developed, and I thought there was going to be like a little bit more to it. Like I thought maybe different campaigns and stuff, and maybe that's what they had in mind. I don't know. They moved on from this game a long time ago. I saw that this was being developed in like 2019, which now, as big of a culture shock as it is nearly 6 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know. That's been Sigma Theory. I don't want to complain about anything. I don't want to hold you here any longer. That's been the game, and I will see you all next week. Later.